Hey, JDS. Phantom Hodges. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing fine. Hope your weather's a lot better. Yeah. Man, man, this is worse than having kids in school. Yeah, doing good, doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah. I it's snowing over there. Holy crap. Keep it over there. It's sunny here this morning. Yeah, this morning it's pretty sunny here this morning right now. Hey, Builder 710. Good morning. We're doing well. Hey, Paul.
Good morning, Roger. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Me and I did our early morning run. We went out to picked up another bags of peanuts, dozen. Well, those squirrels are going to kill me. It came to $99.07,
Holy shoot. Okay.
but they're worth it. My little buddies. They're my little buddies. Hey, I was just when I went over to get the email from you, Roger.
Yeah.
I got another email. I thought maybe I'd share it with you.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's go share. Share. Let me know when you see it, Roger.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. Dear customer, appliance been shipped. Uh, oh, nice. So it's been shipped out.
Yep. So it was shipped out.
FedEx. So you should be getting it by.
I would think this week, but there's the tracking number right there.
Well,
Let's
let's do
copy
some. Let's do some tracking.
that. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go here. Let's go to FedEx tracking right here. And let's pop it in there and see. Yeah. Okay, FedEx. Let's pop her down in here and let's track that baby. Let's see what it says. Nothing yet.
Okay.
It's coming from Sichuan, China to Port Huron.
Okay.
I would imagine they probably shipment information was sent. Okay, so it has not physically become in the hands of FedEx yet.
Because usually FedEx has planes, they fly them over in FedEx planes.
Oh yeah. They'll fly it over for sure.
Hey, Neil, how you doing this morning? This week, I guess that Premier Doug Ford is going to make an announcement about the schools, if they are going to back or not. Here, they were supposed to go back, but the kids are getting sick here now. So they decided not to open them right away. And if they do go to school, it's only on a voluntary basis. So now the kids are getting starting to get sick here in Montreal. A lot of them.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? Not all of them, but I would say a bigger majority of the people that don't take the proper
Measurements
and don't really believe that it can happen to them is the under 30 club.
Yeah.
Those are the ones with the young children, majority of them. So maybe under 35 club, but because I see them, they just act like there's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Good morning, Paul. How you doing?
He's going to let his dogs out.
See, JDS is in the house.
Yeah.
But he wasn't for. Oh, he was first today.
Yep. Builder Center. Blind Neil. Okay, I gotta.
Hey, JDS, perseverance, buddy. Perseverance. So Michael did a fly last night, or last evening, not nighttime, but he did a nighttime one too. But he hasn't. I don't think he's posted it yet. With the Mavic Air too.
Okay.
And it was really nice. So I don't know. We'll see. You know, it's good to get a feel when you watch somebody else, but until you get it in your hands, then you'll know if you like it or
not. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Let's see, today's Monday. Yeah. They came and got my trash already.
Take your meds.
No, I'll take them now. Only because you make me. I wouldn't have to fill this container if I didn't take them.
I guess I'll let Missy out also here. Open the front door, see how cold it is.
Hey, it's cold here. It is cold here.
Not bad out.
No?
I got the front door open so far.
We started out at 28 degrees. Now it's 37.
34 here.
But you like cold weather. Or let's put it this way: you tolerate the cold weather.
I tolerate it. Yeah.
Like might be a little too strong.
It's very sunny here this morning.
Here's Mia's packet of medications.
Okay. And
so it is sunny there?
Yeah, it's snowing where Paul is, Phantom Hodges.
Yeah, it moved off to the southeast overnight here. It was nasty, rainy, snowy, spitting snow, and
My granddaughter was very happy yesterday. She got her 2 things there. I
Oh,
ordered.
did she?
Yeah. She she wanted to hug me, but no. I stayed sitting in the car. Gave the box to my son. She was out with my son outdoors.
Yeah.
She had her mask on. I had my mask on. So
Sounds like she's a good kid, Roger.
oh yeah, she is. So they didn't have no batteries. I forgot to get the batteries, so I drove to the pharmacy, went and got them some batteries.
I see I got to call the vet and get a refill on Apoquel. Mia. Because it looks like I've got 2, 4, 6, a week's worth left.
Oh, no, she wants to come in. All right, girl. Too cold for his son.
And that's the expensive prescription.
So, yeah, no. Well, now she's all happy, laying in front of the door.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
That's their favorite position, huh?
Yeah.
Crap.
See what goes on. Check out the squirrels, chipmunks.
Does she watch them?
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, Builder 710, I hope you're doing good. I was up at 6:30. She wanted to go outdoors, so I had a coffee, turned on the computer,
Yeah.
finished my coffee, turned off the computer, went back to bed.
Yeah. You can do that when you're retired.
Yeah.
I remember feeling like that and then having to go to work.
Yeah, me too. Lots of times.
But I guess we turned out okay, Roger, because we're still
Kicking.
kicking and can be almost vertical in the morning.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. I'm just wondering if our government's ever going to give us a little bit of extra money for the people on their pensions because of this virus thing. What do you think there, Phantom Hodges? Should we get some extra money because we're on our pension?
Now, are they calling it a stimulus package, Roger, in your country? Or is it being referred to as a supplemental package?
Supplemental, I think it is.
That's the play on words they use. Here it's stimulus package. That's why everybody got it.
Yeah.
Because everybody spends money.
Yeah.
Damn
Oh, I'm
bastard.
glad to hear that, Steve. I'm glad you're doing well. Hey, that's true too, Phantom Hodges. Yes. Phantom says not just for the virus, but it should be more all the time.
Well, they could do the same thing by cutting your overall taxes, But oh no, 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 no. We don't want to do that.
Dang it, JDS. I didn't know you could spell those words early in the morning like this. Yeah. Hey, Jack Sparky. Good morning,
Jack
morning.
Sparky, how you doing? Welcome to the morning show with Canadian Drone Hub and the Godfather, Roger Martin.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah, that's true. We're getting there too, Neil. Okay, you have good sleep there, JDS. Yeah, it's true. Phantom Hodges. Oh, I'm glad I'm not in that boat. Oh, you're at work, Jack? Okay. Well, at least you're working, my friend. At least you still got a job. That's all Mia's.
No, those are buddy of mine gave me these because they changed the medication. This is gabapentin
Okay.
for pain.
Okay.
I don't take them, but I got them.
You've been working through all that, Jack? Okay. Well, I hope they gave you a little bit more money on your paycheck, though, for working that much on that.
Jack, have they been working you overtime or just your normal shift? The status of my air, it officially has been shipped. However, it's still in Sichuan, China. FedEx does not show it on their. They just show that the package was the. How do you say it, Roger? They have not physically, I don't think, received the package,
No.
but the shipping label has been printed.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, thanks for reminding me. I got to go to the post office after I get off this live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that box in for that camera there, send it back to Amazon. I've been working all the overtime I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Since you got to work anyway, you might as well get all the gold you can get.
Yeah. Hey, Max Air 420. Good morning. Good morning.
He had to resubscribe again today.
To me or?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man. Hey, Rojo. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing?
Robert. Yeah, so I'm hoping that maybe by the end of the week. I don't know. Well, today's Monday, so if they get it on a plane here, it should get here Tuesday, Wednesday to the state side,
Okay.
and then maybe Thursday, Friday, or Saturday deliver it. I don't know.
Michael Blade, how you doing?
Good morning, Michael.
Are you got any ships steady coming in, Paul? Or is it too nasty out?
It's just cloudy and it's kind of just funky out, you know. I don't think it's anything to write home about.
See, the other day when I went to Montreal with my son, I look on my phone and I was getting messages and I clicked on one message, parcel's been delivered. And I had a picture of it on the balcony and everything. I said, what the hell? So I phoned Kim. I told Kim, go look at on the balcony. There's a parcel that's been delivered. So Kim runs downstairs and everything. Comes back up. He says, there's no bloody parcel there. He says, I checked in the front and in the back.
Good morning, Robert.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you all?
Good morning. So it turned out to be an old email I got from the company that it was delivered 2 weeks ago. So there was no parcel. Yeah, at home or at work there?
I'm at work.
Okay.
So they are back to having you come in to do nothing? Is that what they're doing?
No, I just took a break this morning already. I'll go through the rest of the day without having a break. So.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
So I got an email this morning.
Yeah.
I'll get my Mavic Air 2 Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Said it'll be out for delivery on Wednesday.
Okay.
Wow, cool.
Well, Paul too's got some email too this morning, so he's happy about that.
I got an email too, but mine says that they've changed carriers and it's coming from Sichuan, China, and that it's now transferred over to FedEx. They printed out a label of FedEx,
Okay.
and FedEx then has to now deliver it from China. So I know FedEx is fairly fast at things like that, but no delivery time or date.
Just says that the ticket was made. Pretty much.
Okay.
Right, Paul?
Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull my nose.
It'll be delivered Wednesday.
Wednesday. Bet you're excited.
Not as excited as I thought I'd be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, Robert, you're a year older since you got the last one, and as I find as time goes by, I get excited, but not like when we were a lot younger. It's like woo, woo.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get us.
Yeah.
To
You don't
that.
get as excited as quick.
Yes, exactly.
Ah, there's Paul's house.
Yeah, this is
Is that Command Central?
it's me.
Cleaning lady. Carpenter Rick, how are you this morning, sir?
I'm just finishing off some gardening. Gonna have a cigar.
Ah,
Good for you.
Yeah, they fortunately let us garden our own herbs and spices in Canada here illegally, so that's what I do with my mornings.
Roxy's up.
Roxy.
Hey,
hello,
Roxy's
sweetie.
looking. She's going, what the hell?
She's like, what's this camera doing on me?
Hey, Roxy. Roxy.
Now I can't tell. Is there a big pile of snow outside behind her, Roger?
Oh, no. That's the sun. That's the sun.
We got a hell of a dumping again last night. I'm not even gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
just
don't
dirty.
stop it.
What are you using your cell phone right now?
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
your white balance off? Because you look like yellow.
I got a 1,000-watt light bulb like 4 feet away from me.
I was gonna
Don't-
say,
Only place I can smoke because there's a carbon filter. If you look somehow right there, see that carbon filter?
yeah.
That keeps the cigarette smell out of everywhere, so I can smoke in this little room.
Oh, okay.
Tobacco. I'm gonna have a little cigar quick here after gardening.
Oh,
Still down in the south, we got funerals to deal with and stuff, so I'm not gonna be in the north this week like I'd wanted. But
Phantom Hodges, Paul, check your delivery sheet again. He's pretty sure it said Wednesday on it.
Okay. I can go and check that. Yes, sir. I can.
so how's everybody doing this morning?
Well, here finally we got nice weather. We're not supposed to get the weather you're getting, that's for sure. It's very sunny here this morning.
Oh, that's all right.
Barely no wind. It's doing 34 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it's still cold.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get back to work. I just want to come in and let you know. that-
Okay,
Okay, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, it's always great to see you, Robert.
You guys take care.
Yep.
You be safe.
Bye-bye.
So any news about the construction companies going back to work for you there, Carpenter Rick?
No, I don't know, man. If we have one project that started back up, but because I wasn't the foreman and I wasn't on that project, I'm not in line to even go back.
Okay.
Yeah, I could probably push somebody out of their position, but that's not really fair. So,
But you are getting the checks from the government because you're not working, right?
well, I was, but now my ex-wife's taking them, so I get $32 a week.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to work here. I just don't want to go back for another company, but it's my bank account says that I got 2 weeks, and if I don't get back after 2 weeks,
Well, when you talk about getting your old job back and you say it's not fair to somebody else, it really isn't fair to you because you have the seniority over them.
yeah, I
So
know.
it's like a downhill thing, So then they'll have to bump somebody who will bump somebody who will bump somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I'm friends with all these guys for the last 10 years, right?
Yeah.
And
I get that. However, what you got to think about, if they were in your shoes, where they're getting now $32 a week to live on, would they bump you?
well, it's hard to really say.
Self-preservation is a strong thing,
Oh yeah. Well, it would take a lot for me to actually go under, but yeah, a couple more weeks and I'll be jumping ship on the company and heading somewhere else. I don't want to bump these guys, Paul, just because like I've been bumped before when I needed the job. So both sides of the fence, it really sucks.
Oh yeah, I get it, and I kind of salute your efforts, but however, that's the way the system works everywhere.
That's right.
If you were to work for the Edison company, bump. If you were to work anywhere,
The thing is, these guys all have mortgages, Paul, and rent, and I don't.
But is that your responsibility for their mortgages and rent?
No, you're right. It's not. It's definitely not. I do hear you.
I mean, you have diligently planned for the future, and maybe they hang out in bars too much or spent money here and there and on things that you wouldn't have. So therefore,
Wow.
you're taking a lot on your shoulders. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't, Rick, but you need to consider.
I hear what you're saying, Paul, and that's why I'm going to give them an extra week because I can afford another week, and then maybe the week after that, and then if they don't call, like if it's not my number up yet, then I've got other offers on the table, but I really like this company.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is you're comfortable with this company. They know you, you know them. They
Yeah.
know what you're capable of. You start with another company, they may make you all kinds of offers, and then all of a sudden, somebody in that company says, "Well, I'm either jealous of Rick or I don't like Rick, so let's get rid of Rick." And you're the
Yeah.
low man in the totem pole.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the way it is. But I think what I'll do, Paul, is I'll just take on my own projects. If I don't go back to work for the union, I'll just start doing little bathrooms and
Yeah.
Yeah.
things like that.
Well, I didn't mean to step in there and tell you those
No.
things like an old grandfather, but I have been,
No, I hear it.
I have been the full circle, you know.
Yeah, no, I value everybody's opinion and experiences, Paul, because you know you got to look at everything from all sides, right?
Yep.
But that's the thing, yeah. I've looked at it from all sides, and I can give it another week or two, and then after that, I'll be rolling down the highway, so to speak.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, because here my son had a meeting on Saturday afternoon with the company he works for,
Right?
and he says prepare yourself for a hell of a lot of work this year. So
Yeah, because it's been off. Everybody's been off for so long. We're never going to catch back up on that work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have that meeting yet, Roger, but I know that's coming.
yeah, because his boss says you might even have to do up to 14 to 18-hour days.
What?
14 to 18-hour days.
Yeah. Well, I'm in a union, and there's no way
Yeah.
that's ever going to happen.
Why he's got no union.
Yeah. They might get us to do 10-hour days, like do 5 10s and do 50 hours a week. But most companies don't want to pay because we make $37 an hour, and after 40 hours, it's double, right? So they don't want to. Most companies can't afford to pay that.
Yeah,
And you got to remember, on top of that, our benefit package. So really, per man per hour, it's about $70.
mhm. Yeah,
So you get doubling that for overtime, and they don't usually pay it. I think in the last 5 years, I've only had overtime maybe 4 times.
yeah. My son's getting $20 an hour, I think it is now, for what he does.
For flagging,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
He makes, if he was to come here, he'd make the same 37.04 I make.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely, that's what they make.
yeah. That's
We all make the
unionized,
same.
right?
Like our rates level across the board here,
Mhm.
but different provinces, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't go to Quebec and work at all. Like
Now, is that rate that how much does the union take out of that?
nothing. $37 a week. Basically, we have 2 different kinds of union dues. One of them comes off our check that our boss pays, and the other we pay over the counter dues. So it's a weekly dues of like $37 a week or something.
Well, that's worth it when you make that much more money.
I think so, because that money pays for glasses, teeth, your eyes, like
Yeah.
stuff, right? And that's mainly why I have been sticking with the union. With 3 kids, it's nice to have,
This is our weather here right now. There, Canadian drone pilots says lots of snow there. This is our weather.
That looks beautiful, Roger.
It's cool. It's 34 Fahrenheit, but it's nice out.
Yeah, it looks nice. Nice, beautiful blue sky.
About time we get something good.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, Richard, Val was looking for you yesterday. You're supposed to have an interview with her.
Okay, Roger, he's right. I just went to the FedEx
Yeah,
and I'll show you what it says. Now, remember the same FedEx, I put the same
Yeah.
number in,
yeah.
and I'm going to share it real quick here.
Wednesday, 5th. Oh, okay,
By 10:30 a.m.
nice.
But what I don't get this is shipping label has been created. The status will be updated when shipment begins to travel.
Yeah,
But anyway,
Is that for a Mavic Air 2, Paul?
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep. So, because and then when I go to the DJI to my account, you can go to DJI in your account.
Yep.
It doesn't even show I bought the damn thing.
Oh, geez. Well, I'm sure they'll get it straightened out because they're going to want everybody to be happy with their machines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brett Arios, when I used to work for the town of Actonville. I worked there for a long time. I was doing the flowers, the trees and all that on the bicycle paths and all that crap. And I never planted the flowers there until after June 24th. I always planted them the week after because at night times it still freezes here. We lost one time. My boss says, go plant all those flowers, and it was on June, it was 15th. I said, we're going to lose them if you plant them now. There's over $2,000 worth of flowers, you know. I don't give a damn. You're going to plant them because the weather's going to be okay. Okay. 3 days after I planted them, they all froze up and died. So it cost another extra $2,000 or more.
Wow.
So, you know.
As a general rule of thumb, May 2-4 weekend, we start planting in southern Ontario, but
Yeah.
I mean, marijuana obviously grows a little different than flowers.
Hey, Mr. Crowley. Good morning. Good morning.
So any word on any of these cables yet, Roger?
Nope. Mailman hasn't got by yet.
Really?
I'm gonna keeps on like that. I'm gonna go see my next door neighbor. Hey, Paul Murray, did you see the article about charging the batteries for the first time? Not use the hub. You have to use a single charger for the first time to register your battery. The battery? That's weird.
Yeah, they said, Paul, I think you can still use the hub, but only do one at a time. Don't let them chain charge. In other words, put one battery in the hub, let it charge. Then once it's done, take and put another one in the hub, let it charge. But also what everybody's been saying is that you don't want to do it through your Wi-Fi, any updates or whatever. You want to plug it in to the Assistant 2 and do all the updates there.
Okay.
That it isn't getting the updates that it should. And that's where they're talking too about for some of those guys that were having trouble with stability on the Mini, they said go to the Assistant 2 and update it there. And when you do an update on the Mini, which Roger found out too, then you got to update the controller. Then you got to update each battery, right, Roger?
Yeah.
So everything has to be updated separately, eh?
Yep.
Well, I gotta say, dealing with Best Buy
Yeah.
has been pretty darn good. They got the money back into my account pretty quick, which was
Good.
I was really surprised. So I gotta say, if I'm gonna buy another DJI product in Canada, it'll be through Best Buy. That's
Well,
for
that's
sure.
what a lot of guys are doing. They just because, I mean, even like Philly Mike, he buys everything through Best Buy anymore because, you know, you got an automatic 30 days, take it back, don't like it. And
Yep.
plus they stand behind it. So, and they're a big enough company from their end, they can squeeze DJI.
Yeah. Well, I returned it the day after I got it, and I had the money back in my account the next day after that.
Yeah.
Now I kind of regret returning it, but finance-wise, it was the smartest thing I think to do.
Yeah. That was your,
Unfortunately, my
was
computer,
your
I wasn't
Mini?
able to, the Mini, but the computer, I wasn't able to, because I already gave them the cash, but that's okay. I need the computer anyways.
yeah.
And in another month, I'll get another mini.
Or maybe you'll move up to the Air too.
Yeah, it's possible. It is possible. It depends on how quick I get back to work. That's
Hey, Sam, hope you're doing good this morning. And Mr. Crowley, I sent you a link a while ago. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah, Rich, I'm sure it's got to be some kind of glitch because when he uses the DJI App Store on his iPad, phone, or Android, it shows my order. But when I click via the web browser, it shows nothing. Hey,
Okay, Sam, you have a good sleep. I had a lot of traffic on my road this morning. I don't know what's going on. Probably all the farmers going into work, but they're pretty late if they are.
Well, it's getting to about time for the postman to go by, isn't it, Roger?
Yeah,
Are you watching for him?
yeah.
It makes you wonder. You could have almost walked it that far.
Yeah.
Like literally, you could have walked it.
Yeah.
Next time, Paul, just get one of those drop mechanisms, drop it off the Phantom across the river there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul, you just got to buy one of those RC boats, put it in there, and then ship it across with the RC
Well,
boat.
you know, they got the new drop mechanism for the Mavics that radio control. You know, what it does is when you turn your bottom lights on and off, it detects that and drops whatever.
I used to have that for my Phantom 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, on my Inspire, you know how the arms go up?
Yep.
I had these hooks, and I sent them along to Paul down there, Phantom Hodges. And when the arms are down, you just set it so that the arms don't go up when you take off.
Right.
So what you do is you load whatever you want between the hooks, fly to where you want to, and then raise the arms, and it drops it.
Right.
AZ Drone Dude, good morning.
Well, I think somebody should drop something on this postman if he doesn't drop off this cable today.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay, Roger. I hear Roxy dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just is mind-blowing to me why he hasn't.
Oh, our mail system is just a joke, Paul. It's a joke.
But not only the mail, is that we ordered him a cable also through Amazon. And
Amazon.ca or Amazon.com?
CA, Amazon Canada.
Really? And it didn't?
It's still out there in wherever land.
Wow. That's a little mind-boggling. Usually Amazon.ca is to this place within a couple days.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But no. In fact, I'm going to check it again right now.
Now, mind you, I haven't ordered anything. That my ex-wife, she orders all that, like kids' books, and they seem to get here all the time, but I have no idea where the warehouses are either. Probably in Toronto, and she's not that far.
Okay, here's the for instance that I just don't get. I'm going to share the screen. Now, they shipped it on the 26th of April.
And it's the 11th today.
Yes. But I do get it being delivery by Yan Wen. What is that? A Chinese delivery service? I don't.
It must be something like that. Somebody who's subcontracting Amazon deliveries. It's happening all the time here.
I don't.
So it's possible that delivery guy, he's not going to drop it off to Roger till he has something else in his area.
Yeah.
Because I know here in Southern Ontario where I'm at, it's every time that we've had an Amazon delivery, it's like some random dude with a different parcel package place.
Yeah,
So
to me, it's kind of ludicrous because I'm a Prime member. I pay extra for Prime, and I'm the one that sent it to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. Well, when you have Prime, you're paying that extra to make sure stuff happens, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. I think Roger just has the same rotten luck I have. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
I gotta blow my nose here, John. We'll be right back.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Sorry, Sean, it took so long. I was out the.
You were out. Oh, there's Sean.
Hmm.
Hey,
Sorry, it took
How
so
you
long,
doing?
Sean. I was making a coffee.
your hair's growing out, Sean.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, I lost. Hold on.
Pond and more. How you doing? Good morning.
Yeah, a
everyone.
lot. Wicked growing, and this is not the
Yeah.
high end type that I usually
Yeah,
have.
actually, it's looking pretty good. And
Thank you, man. Thank you. My wife cut my hair. She's like, let me cut it instead of getting it trimmed like shaved. I usually get it like 2 on the side, 1 on the
Yeah,
top, and
yeah.
2 on the top, 1 on the side.
Yeah, Rich, I
So
think
I'm
his
like-
hair looks pretty good, don't you, Rich?
Thank you, man.
Hey, Richard, how you doing?
What's up, Richard?
Morning.
AC
morning,
John
everyone.
dude is asking you a question, Paul. Mr. Guy,
You know what I lost was the
Yeah, it shipped.
So yours is shipped also, Richard?
Richard's.
What's that? Sorry.
I said yours is shipped also? Your drone?
The drone?
Yeah.
No, it's still awaiting shipment. In Canada, we're delayed in receiving the Mavic 2 Air compared to the US.
Okay.
So we're delayed by, I think it's approximately a week.
Wow.
So our US flying friends will get theirs before us.
Did
if
you
if
check your
shipments hold true?
Richard? Did you
sorry?
check your status this morning?
Yeah, it still says awaiting
Yes.
shipment.
Yeah, because yesterday mine said awaiting shipment. Then I got a notification that shipment is pending Sunday,
Mhm.
and now today it has shipped, and
Yeah.
they're telling me it's going to be here by Wednesday, and it's shipped from China. Like,
up on and more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's shipping from
typically-
China?
yeah,
I can't believe they're gonna get that there by Wednesday.
Yeah, DHL.
Yeah, but China's been crazy lately. Parts that normally take me like a week and a half, it's been like 4 weeks now. It's like driving me nuts.
yeah, and they switched
Up
shippers.
Carpenter Rick.
In my case, they switched shippers to FedEx, and mine's coming FedEx.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
might get it then. FedEx is
Yeah.
really good.
I think with a company the size of DJI, they probably have a little push when it comes to getting their product out. Like larger businesses and corporations probably
Yeah.
are finding it easier to leverage shipping channels in China based on the volume that they need to get out, where
Yep.
smaller suppliers that you might get stuff on Amazon from, they just don't have that volume. So they're lower on the priority list.
Yeah,
Right.
well,
It's just-
it reminds me of the Tom Hanks movie where he was working for FedEx.
Oh,
remember?
yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
movie, the clock going. You got this much time. You get it out there. You get it shipped. You get it on the plane.
Well,
that the
I
one where
worked
he got
for a
marooned on
huge
that
medical
island?
company, which we were FedEx's #1 customer.
Yeah.
We used to have tractor trailers sitting out there waiting for product to go in there. That product was at the hospitals within 24 hours a day. Didn't matter where in the world it was going. We were guaranteed to get all our product the next day on the shelves. It was like insane. They're amazing.
Yeah, but
I
every
have to
time
check
I
out FedEx's
hear about
headquarters.
FedEx shipping, I think of Tom Hanks.
AC Jerome Dude says FedEx says we'll be there Thursday in Phoenix.
There you go.
No, because FedEx, they just load everything up on their plane in China, on a FedEx plane, they ship it
Right.
over. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I used to go into the Boston FedEx place. They used to have us up there for lunch and stuff, and it was pretty cool. because the packages we shipped out that morning were already on a plane and gone by the time we got up there for lunch. It was
Okay.
like unbelievable. Very cool.
That's the power of money.
Oh my God, it's crazy money.
So, Richard,
Yes.
you were supposed to be on Valves yesterday.
Oh, my early evening and whatnot got flipped around on me.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
boss said, the boss said, because it was a pretty low key Mother's Day, which is fine. I mean, we totally get it with everything that's going on. And because we usually like to get together, obviously, as family, and get all the kids together and just have a nice time, have a barbecue or something or whatever.
Mhm.
But of course, we can't do that now. So my wife had a great idea. She said, honey, maybe you can help me clean out that basement. I went, oh, okay. So that's what happened. I spent my evening cleaning out a basement.
Okay.
It was well worth it. It was well overdue, but
Mhm.
it's wasn't on the top of my list, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like to do fun stuff. They're like, let's do a project for my day. It's like, why?
Yeah,
Well, you
I-
know,
Flying.
the epitome of what I just don't get. This morning on the morning news show out of Detroit, they have this gal on there. She's pretty full of herself, but she's middle-aged with teenage kids, and they want to know what she wanted for Mother's Day. They're still living at home. She says, well, how about you give me a pedicure? And I'm going, what? And they all said, what? No.
Yes.
I got suckered into building a bathroom that I have to finish today. So
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's really terrible.
yeah,
Suckered, or would the word coerced be better?
yeah, probably a little better. Yeah, of course. Good explanation. She, you know what? We broke up years ago, and we've never fought once. So when she asked for something like that, I don't mind doing it at all. Like, we both still have ownership of this house, and we do our thing with the kids, and it gets along pretty well. So
Squirrels are tapping on the door. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to find that balance, right, Carpenter Rick? So
yeah, that's right. If I was a city boy, we would have been able to stay together forever, but I'm just not a city boy, so it just didn't fly, but that's okay.
hey, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, that's
You
right.
gotta
It's about
make
getting along.
Yeah, and you got to make it work. And
that's right.
as long as two people are willing to make it work, and the kids benefit, right? Because they still
That's
see
it.
mom and dad, and
Yeah, and they
everybody's
just
still
get along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no fighting, there's no squabbling, and none of that kind of thing in front of them. It's my
Yeah.
oldest with my first ex-wife that I have all that issues with. So I think this one, she sees all that and realized, oh my God, I don't want my kids to see that. So we've been really good, like really, really well.
Yeah. So you're gonna stay single for a while then? Is that the intention?
That's a forever thing. I've had my fun.
You're just gonna mellow out
That's it.
for the rest of your years. No drama.
I've been courted a couple of times by a couple of different women, and I said, well, I appreciate the offer and all that, but I'll just stay single and keep my farm tractor and my land and have fun with all that.
Best way to go at it.
Oh, my.
So I guess nobody's gonna be flying today, seeing you guys got snowed in. And Mr. Carl, you flying today?
Definitely flying today.
Oh.
Yeah, the past couple of days have been like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Today it's nothing. It's
Yeah.
beautiful out.
I gotta see if I could share you guys a picture of what it looks like outside right now. Let me see. If I
They
can
did say it was going to rain here.
my photos. Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna
here
show
we
us.
go.
He's gonna show us this evil stuff because I seen it this morning too. Oh, there it is.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
God, that's terrible.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sure some of you guys are like,
I'm not. I'm afraid to come this way.
And I got to show you one more thing. I found it funny here.
You get a conformal coat.
That's it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So
Desmond,
so you look at this UAV forecast app.
Participation, oh,
Probability of
100%.
precipitation.
Uh,
100%.
wind chill negative. Oh my God, not good to fly.
I had to get rid of that app. I had to get rid of that app. It never seemed to let me want to fly, so I just
Not
deleted
good
it.
to fly.
I use it as one thing I like about the full version is it's pretty accurate about telling me what the wind speeds are at different heights.
Yep.
So yeah, you can go into it manually on the free version and change it and say, okay, I want to change my height to this or this or this. But it's nice to, and it's also you're helping out the person who developed it to get the full version. And it's not an arm and a leg and a few body parts, you know. It might be, but it depends, right? For me, it was worth it to go into one screen and just say, oh, look, there's all my heights. Here's what the winds are like. And it's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So it's nice when you because at ground level or, only up so many feet or meters, your winds are going to be, X amount. And as soon as you get higher and higher, that can all change, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, with the big Mavic 2 Pro, I mean, yeah, I'm mindful of it, but I'm not as concerned because I know that thing's a tank and it can handle a lot.
Yeah.
But the Mini, even after I resolved all the engine overspeed issues and I reloaded the firmware with the DJI Assistant. My props are good. It flew like I've got a video that I want to put up just to show that this thing potential for the Mavic Mini is amazing, except yes, it's still going to get affected. It's 249 grams for crying out loud. It's still going to get affected by wind, right? So
Absolutely.
I had it up that day and I think it was 40 kilometer to 65 kilometer an hour wind gusts. Top of the trees were doing a little bit of this. But I took it up because I wanted to see, after all, doing all this software firmware updates, and I ran 3 battery packs through it. I was doing low level ground flying. I was taking it up high into the wind, into the more prevalent wind. I wanted to see if I got the error message with the over speed issue from the ESCs and the motors, and I wanted to test it. And the only thing I got was, hey, buddy, it's a little windy up here. You might want to think about coming down a little. So of course I did. And there was one time where I was in cinema mode. I was starting to come down and it wasn't really moving that much. Like, yeah, in cinema mode, you're going to go slow, right? Slower reactions and whatnot. But normally if it's not caught up in the wind, you'd see it react, reasonably well, but it was like struggling. So I quickly flipped it into sport mode and then I was able to get it down. So, a lot of new people that get the Mini because it's accessible to everyone. You hear the stories of, oh, it flew away on me or it did this and that. And I can understand what DJI is trying to do. They're trying to put a layer of warning on there to say, hey, it's pretty damn windy up here. You might want to consider dropping your altitude, right? And I'm sure they still have a few little bugs in that software they got to fix. Because obviously everybody's experience is a little bit different. But anyways, yeah. So it flew like a tank though. Like the Mini, given how windy it was, I was putting through battery after battery after battery after I'd exhausted all my 3 batteries, and I could not get it to reproduce that error after I did all those steps. And then, yeah, it just flew well. And I found that after recalibrating the RC controller as part of those steps, I found it more responsive. Like even in regular flight mode or sport mode, I put it in a sport mode and that thing just zips, right? For a little thing, it just zips. So it's a lot of fun. It's a fun drone to own.
Yeah. Max Air 420, good morning. Desmond Dunters, Ariels, Max Air 420, Blind Neil, Blizzard's in the house. Lots of guys will be flying today.
Blizzard, what's up, man?
Pond and More, Desmond Dunters. Good morning to everybody. Thank you for all being here. Much appreciated.
Good morning, everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday.
Brent Ariel says, Pilot, the app is also better at weather forecasting and the Weather Network. Yeah, it's true too. Blind Neil says he puts his head up the window, look at the weather. Yeah, same here.
It's just like all that. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
One thing I like about it though is where you can just quickly wanted to say with that app is it's really nice because then you can put a location where you're going.
Right.
So if you have a general idea of where you're going to go, you can put the location in there. And again, having the full version, it gives you what the potential wind speeds are at different heights. So you can determine before you even got to where you got to go, other than using common sense, looking out the window, looking your finger and going, okay, yeah, hey, is that the right place to go today? Like maybe in that area, there's more high winds. So if you pick a different area, is it going to be a little different, right? And based on your land topography, like, if you've got a lot of hills and valleys or if you got a lot of tree line, then your situation's going to be different all the time. So it's kind of nice to have that to kind of give you a heads up as to, hey, if the place I want to go to today, it looks great out my window, everything says it's a beautiful day. What's it like windy wise, right? Where I'm going. I think that's what's most important.
Carpenter Rick, Phantom Hodges wanted to know what kind of plant you had there.
Which one?
Medicinal.
The one you were sitting under.
There's 4 different strains.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to see because of this stupid.
Holy
phone.
Mackinac.
Let me get this camera turned here.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 4 plants there.
Yeah.
The one in the far back left is a BC Big Bud. This little short one on the left is some kind of Kush. This guy here, I got tags on them. I just can't read them. That guy's Bumbleberry, and this is a hybrid plant.
Okay.
So we're allowed to do 4 completely legally, but I have a prescription for more.
Yeah.
But this is the setup for my ex-wife.
Okay.
So basically, these are hers.
Hey, I love growing. Night Train, how you doing?
Okay, we're getting off.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, we're getting off topic. It's just the only place I can smoke here, right? And I don't want to stand outside and freeze. So
yeah, that's it.
That's okay. I was wondering why I was starting to feel a little lightheaded and starting to get a craving.
Yeah, I was
getting
getting
hungry.
punchy. Yeah.
I got hungry.
Well, it's I've had a prescription since before this stuff was actually legal.
Yeah.
My parents were hippies from way back, so I've been around this since I was a teenager. It is what it is. I don't drink no booze. I don't take no other drugs. I don't do anything. I don't. So one thing is, I guess.
My oldest son smoked for like over 15 years, and he got, as you know, he lives in Toronto, so he got from previous chats we've had, and he got really sick, right? And with the whole COVID thing and everything else, and he's on the mend. But since then he's stopped. He's just stopped cold turkey, which was another huge shock to his system, right?
Yep.
And so now he's trying to find that balance again, and he's determined not to go back to smoking. But it helped him with a lot of things like anxiety and a few other things that he was experiencing. But he also found that his dependency on it just got a little higher and higher, and he just wanted to sort of just do a reset, right?
That's the whole thing. That's why we have 4 different strains, because if you it's the same thing, you drink the same beer at the same potency, you'll get an immunity to it. So if you have 4 different strains of plants that you individually smoke each month, you'll never build that immunity, and then you only have to keep that same base amount to get that same effect. So it's actually better to eat this. It's better to eat this as opposed to smoke it.
Yeah.
Which is what most people do. Sometimes I smoke it, but
he's also looking into like CBD oil.
So I have one plant. Yeah, I have one plant that has no THC. It's all CBD oil, and that's the one that I consume the most because it does the most for me.
And that's what I was suggesting to him to look into. And of course, he's got his sources, knowing that he's been doing this for that long. And he just wants to find something that is not going to give him that buzz, but it's more of a body healing thing where and help him with some of the anxiety that he's facing. you know, and especially now in light of everything that's going on, and when you've gotten sick and everything else, and you put all those layers together, it's
Yeah.
just you know, it's not a great situation to be in. So, but he's determined not to go back to smoking, and it's his choice, right?
Yep.
Which is fine. I support him. Like as a parent, I've never judged my kids for their actions. I can only give them suggestions, right?
Sure.
And I like to have conversations with them, because I find that when you have a conversation, you get more back and forth, as opposed
That's
to
right.
just being in a certain mindset and going, not in this day in hell, you're gonna beep beep beep,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And not everybody would agree with that. That's just worked for me. But I don't want to turn this into a parenting conversation. But it's just really just relating to, it also depends on what generation you're from too, because you'll have certain ideas or stigmatisms about something. And with us, I mean, I'm 57. Oh God, I'm 57 years old. And I come from a generation that was really conservative, but I sort of, as we were raising our own children, we began to understand that, you can't be so tight. You can't be so controlling, but at the same time, you want to put those borders in there, those
Yep.
boundaries in there. And yeah, it's worked out for us. We're really blessed with our 3 kids. They're awesome. And life isn't perfect, and you just got to roll with it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But there was a time the doctors had me on 180 milligrams of OxyContin a day.
Oh my gosh.
That is enough that it should have killed me. Now, it obviously clearly didn't, but I woke up on a Saturday, this is like 6 years ago, and I said to myself, there has to be a better way. There just has to. And I went directly off at 180 milligrams, and I almost thought I was going to die because it was such a withdrawal to my system.
Wow.
But I started eating and smoking a lot more marijuana, and it actually got me off of that other drug
Mm-hmm.
to the point that I don't even dream about taking a Percocet or a Tylenol or anything ever again, right? So things used properly, they can be beneficial, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting. And again, just to quickly put this into perspective, at one time when we had prohibition, alcohol was taboo, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
But now that it's controlled and marketed by the government, and they're collecting tax revenue on it, guess what? It's okay. And to further this topic, just real quick, guess what? During a pandemic, liquor stores are considered an essential service.
And now marijuana stores too. Yep. Pretty scary. Because it's
So-
all about this. It's all about this, right?
Well, that and they have to look at the impact to people. And if you're a social drinker
yeah.
or casual drinker, or you're a social smoker, casual smoker, you're not using that for a certain reason, a specific reason, right?
Yep.
Then it's not a huge impact to you. But if you're using it for a specific reason, and it's health related, then yeah, that would be a huge impact. Also, conversely, if a person is dependent upon alcohol, and it is what it is, are you just going to shut all the stores down? You're going to create chaos, right? People are going to they're going to lose it. It's bad enough that we're all being told to isolate and stay at home.
Yeah.
But now you add that next layer of tension in there. So yeah, I totally get what they did. And I'm not against it. It's going to have its pros and cons, right? So
Yep.
yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get
Tend
off
to
the political
isolate when
train
I
here.
smoke crack.
I tend to get isolated when I bend over and my wife sees crack.
I mean,
She says-
she drops something down there. It's like, come on.
That's what I said. Gentlemen, being single, you got none of these problems, right?
Yeah, if Carpenter Rick decides that one day, he wants to just walk out with his tool belt on and start
Yeah.
working on something,
I can do it.
au naturel, he can do it. There's no
That's
one,
it.
no one's going to judge him.
Do that
Yeah.
often.
Well, I got to admit, about a week ago, I had to run outside and do a pee real quick in the bush. There was no clothes on, and I was thankful I was where I was.
I have no pants on right now.
That's a little too much information.
I just had a
John.
visual.
Watch, I'll show you.
No,
Hey,
no,
no, it's
no,
okay.
no, no.
John
You're gonna,
Bernardo, how you doing? Didn't you get the link I sent you this morning, John, or are you on the road?
Mr. Donato.
Yeah,
but just to show you, I don't just grow my own because obviously I
yeah,
got containers like going out of the wazoo of all the other stuff that the government supplies just to test and see how good they are, right?
yeah.
Unfortunately, what they sell you is for $30. It should be like $2.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad my son, he completely stopped about 2 months ago. He went cold turkey also.
Off the cigarettes or the marijuana?
Marijuana. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He just smokes marijuana and hash. But he stopped that completely.
Angel dust.
He was, yeah, he was pretty heavy into it.
Oh, well,
Like you know how much I smoke. I smoke a lot, and he was smoking just about the same amount as I was smoking cigarettes. So
Yeah, see, I smoke about 2 of these a day, one in the morning and then one at night usually, and that's it.
yeah, well, he was only on to a hash there, and the hash he'd always roll them
Yep.
or smoke them by the pipe, but he always had the pipe stuck to his lips. So
Yeah. There becomes a point with anything, you know,
yeah,
it becomes too much, right? And it's also cost too. Like I would never be able to afford this stuff, not a
Yeah.
chance.
yeah, he was paying 120 an ounce, and he was going through an ounce in 1 week. You know.
Yeah,
So,
see, that's just not viable for me.
I'm not sure if we caught it in the chat, but Phantom Hodges had to fly. I think he's got to connect with someone today, so he's
yeah.
going to come back later. Yeah.
Okay, Phantom Hodges, you have a good one. All right, yes, I have just finished up a small stuff listening, and I'll be in a bit. Just had to run to another building. And then, okay, John. No
Yeah,
problem.
I mean, just continuing this quickly, and then I don't want the whole live stream to be about this, but there are a lot of benefits to doing anything that's, you really have to, you almost have to be your own doctor today, right?
Yeah,
And people are, to a degree, because there was a saying that said you or yourself are your own best physician. I mean, in a sense of, how you feel when you're feeling good, and obviously how you feel when things aren't right. Then you may not have the tools and the technology to say, okay, let's get a bit deeper look at this and figure out what's going on. But then you
yeah,
start asking those questions to your doctors. And then, like, my son's been on this journey of trying to get to better health, and he's been doing the research, he's been filtering out all the crap that he can, and he's just been zeroing in on what makes sense for him, right?
yeah,
And then it's just his decisions, his choices, his steps. Yeah, he knows that it's going to come at a price because he's been doing it for so long. But also what he's hoping to is to find that better balance. And that's really what we all need to do, is just to kind of find what works for everybody, like for each of our own situations, right? So yeah.
Well, we all know what that OxyContin stuff is. It's just a synthetic heroin. So I figure that a little bit of this compared to that, I'm way better off. And for a doctor to put somebody, a 175-pound guy, on that much, it's almost like they don't give a shit. They just wanted to give you the pills to get away from them,
Yeah. Docs are too quick to say, here's a prescription, here's a prescription, here's a prescription, because you know what? I'm sorry, they do get a kickback. It's all about income.
Yep.
Yeah, they may have, you may have, certain percentage of doctors that have an avid, like, underlying care about their patients. Some, and that level of care could vary because they're all human beings and everybody's different. The way they look at things and perceive things are different. So you have to put all that in perspective. A doctor comes out of education, because I know a few doctors, and they're varying personalities, and they come out of the same, they come out of the same mold when you do the medical school thing, but you still have that own personality in the mix. So it's going to depend on how that person perceives life, how that person takes the information that they've learned, and whether they're open to learning more. right? And
Yeah.
really truly helping people. Obviously the underlying reason why they did all this is to kind of start that journey. And for some, maybe it was just economic, like, hey son, you should become a doctor. Hey, that's a great idea, Dad. Hey, will you pay for my education? Sure, no problem. You know, like for those that maybe are in that situation, yeah. But
Yeah, that's it.
you know, I look at a doctor today as somebody that I can go to that will just kind of give me some concept or idea of what's going on. You still have to make that final decision saying, okay, I've taken all this information in. Does this make sense to me? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about choice. Now, the only thing that I'm hoping and praying is that I'm not going to say it, but the stuff that we're going through today, I'm just hoping that they don't turn around and say, well, if you don't take this needle in your arm, basically you're going to be A, unemployed, B, won't be able to travel, C, D, E, F, G. Like,
Well,
I
I'll be
just
that guy
don't have
then.
I don't have a good feeling. Me, and this is my own personal opinion. I just don't have a good feeling on the way this whole thing has been handled. And, um, you know, yeah, I just, in my gut, something's not right. And I think everybody feels that, but because we're all getting pulled in different directions, it's like, you know, mainstream media and whatnot, you know, they throw little distractions here, there, just to keep us, you know, looking. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, squirrel, chipmunk, gopher,
Yeah.
you know, and to stop and to help us not to sit back, take it all in, filter it all out, and say, okay, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense here? And I think that's the most frustrating part. And a lot of people fall in, you know, just will just grab onto an idea and just keep following it and say, yeah, this is right. This is 100% right. Can't be anything else that's right. This has got to be right. And
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like just grab the first tail and, you know, get dragged along. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. But
Well,
anyway,
there's zero
So-
chance I'll be taking any vaccine for anything ever.
yeah. But the
My,
only, but be
so-
careful when you say that because, and I'm not saying this to be disrespectful or anything, but who knows what government, you know, mandated situations could come down the pipe
Well,
where they turn around and say, you know what, you can't work if you don't have this, you can't do this if you don't have this. Like, OMG, like what the heck is going
the
on
war
today?
with
Like,
the war within that government won't win. That's the problem, Rich. Because
Hey, no.
unfortunately, you don't need to have vaccines. I have two relatives that got the polio vaccine, and both of them now, at one of them's 70, and he actually never progressed beyond that mentally. So he's like a 7-year-old, and also his daughter got the same vaccine and the same thing. So there's zero chance that I'm gonna take any vaccine ever. And if they make me stay on my 5 acres till I die, then at least I'll die happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
we're gonna change subjects now.
Good deal.
North
Good deal.
54, how you doing? North 54 just came on. We got Blind Neil in the house. We got Max Hare. Night Train's in the house.
You must be just about mail time, Roger.
John Donato's gonna pop in there, won't be long. He's busy right now. All good here, sunny, but these 3 days of sunny here have been windy. Yeah, it was very windy here yesterday. To have the cushions blowing off my chairs in the front onto the lawn there, the winds were very strong because those cushions are freaking heavy.
Did they
Wow.
blow off again last night, Roger?
No, not last night, but yesterday they did.
Just
yeah.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's windy.
Yeah.
I
All I
stepped
can say is
outside,
I-
it blew me down the street. It was terrible.
I can just see him.
I was like this.
Well, especially where Roger is, those open fields, the wind must just howl through there.
Yeah, it does. And last fall, they ripped down a bunch of trees and everything, and that even opened up even worse.
The
Yeah,
wind
he
knocked
used to-
down.
you
Oh,
used to
geez.
you used to have like a little woods behind your house. Now it's just
Fast, yeah. We're
So
the winds for sure.
So the wind ripped a whole bunch of trees down. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, geez, yeah, that's gonna make it even worse for
We
sure.
got a bunch of trees that blew down this winter there on the side of the house here. The landlord had to come over and cut some.
Well,
Right.
not only did the wind take out some trees, they actually went out there with equipment and cleared the land.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where
Yeah.
the trees
Oh,
were.
yeah.
Yep.
To get more property from the plant, to get
So-
more hay.
So it's more field now.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
good. That's all good. At least, you know what? It's good for line of sight, though. You can see a little farther, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. There has to be a positive in everything. You got to look for a positive in everything.
Because there was a couple of trees there that Kim loved flying around, and Sanctuary too. When he came down here, he loved flying around a couple of those trees, but they're all gone now.
Right.
So, Desmond Doctor says we had snow forecast over a week. We did not get snow, but hail was impressive. Cold and windy today. Yeah, that's climbing with no trees. True.
Hey, that's actually an advantage, right?
Less tree landings.
Yeah.
Well, I know
You don't have to worry
myself.
about
I wish
droning
I had
trees.
less trees. It's nice to have some trees, but I wish I had a lot more area I could fly. But
Well, when I go and check the weather here, it's nice. And then I go down to the field, it's like wicked windy.
Oh yeah.
What a difference. It can be like 20-mile-an-hour different winds. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Well, but it's all right.
I hear Paul should be getting his Mav Air 2 real soon.
On Wednesday, apparently.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I just I ordered direct.
Yeah.
Did-
Richard, you made two videos the other night, didn't you?
What's that, sorry?
You did you put up two videos one day and you took one down?
I did. It's because the
Okay, I
one
thought it
that I
was me
put up.
going. I
No,
thought
no, you're fine. You're not losing it. You're
Okay.
still good.
Okay.
No, I didn't realize that I really screwed up the audio in certain
Okay.
sections of one video because I accidentally applied some sort of crazy filter, and I don't know enough about audio video. I'm just
okay.
learning all this, and I totally buggered up the audio. Like it went from normal to like wah, and it was just
it came out loud. Yeah.
yeah, and distorted. So
Yeah.
it took me an hour to 2 hours to redo it, just that section because it was a long
Okay.
section, and then I reposted because I had to take the one that I had on there from public to private and then upload the other one
Yeah.
and then replace it, and then
Yeah.
I had to watch it just to make sure, okay, did I do everything right? And then I deleted the old one. So yeah, it was just it's lesson learned. Double check everything before you
Post. Yeah. Oh, you got your little whoop there. You can be whooping in the house.
yeah, I was just thinking. I was checking the batteries to see if I can do a couple little whoopie runs because I got some steel stud walls up that might be.
Uh-huh.
Might
I
be
gotta
fun
show
to-
you guys what I have, but I haven't had a chance to fly it much. Hang on, I'm gonna go get it.
It's looking like that's the only chance to fly I'm gonna get. So
Like, especially
Studs
all
are
that
just
snow you
make
guys
it more
got.
interesting.
yeah, I'm not big on flying in the snow. Any of my stuff, I don't know. I can't afford to replace anything right now, so I'm not gonna go outside.
You see, about 10 years ago on Mother's Day, we got 30 centimeters of snow. So you're lucky.
Hey, I
that you
found
got
it.
That.
30 centimeters, Roger. Holy cow!
That was
What
10
year-
years ago.
What year was that?
10 years ago.
Oh, he got goggles
Oh,
and a little dinky one.
A little an
Nice.
Emax Tiny Hawk.
I was just gonna say that looks like the Emax combo there.
Yeah. So I want to learn how to fly FPV, and this little guy. Oh, see, get my big fingers out of the way here. This little guy hopefully will help me.
Oh, it absolutely will.
Nice. Yeah.
And
Uh-huh.
and I got this from Banggood a while back, and you get the goggles with it, and you get everything you need basically, and it's a ready to fly package, and it was such a great price that I said, you know what, I want to learn how to do FPV, just for fun, and yeah, this was the, I guess the thing that but unfortunately it's just I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to do much with it. I'm hoping I can, and this is the controller.
Yeah, the Tiny Hawk
comes
is a
with-
fun bird.
Yeah,
Night Train says it's a great kit. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes with
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it does.
It's a perfect starter kit.
yeah. So I'm excited. It drives the dogs bonkers. I got 3 Cocker Spaniels, and every time when I Whistler's learning how to just kind of, at first I did it without the goggles just to kind of get at it because I'm a visual line of sight guy, right? So I'm not used to flying FPV, and I did RC helicopters for over 10 years, and that was like, again, visual line of sight. So doing this first person view is really something to get used to.
Yeah.
But I just got used to, I put it in obviously beginner mode just to start, just to kind of get used to, okay, all the controls. But I think flying RC helicopters has helped me because that RC controller, you know, you have a lot of things that you're controlling. So in order to keep that helicopter stable,
Yeah.
but with a drone, it's all manual, right? There's no automatic stabilization or anything. It's like you're in total control over the pitch, the roll, the
Yeah.
acceleration, the thrust, and you got to find that nice muscle memory balance to keep it nice in the air and keep it super smooth, right? And learn control. So it's a lot. It takes a lot for your brain to process, especially at my age. But hey, but yeah, I'm hoping to, you know, I don't know, torment the dogs a bit more around the house. So.
Well, if you're like the rest of us, you're going to get addicted really quick, and all of a sudden you'll be building your own drones and stuff. And
Oh God,
that's how it progresses. That's how it progresses.
Called
you know what
going
really
to the dark side.
That's
yeah.
it.
But what I really wanted to try, and of course it's not in my wheelhouse right now and or budget, but down the road, get the DJI goggles with that FPV system and obviously first learn how to build a drone. And I mean, you can buy them pre-built, but
Yep.
I used to build RC helicopter kits. So soldering and all that stuff, I'm not a stranger to, right? The electronic side, I'm not scared of. So, but however, these things, the eyesight and tiny little solder connections, yeah, I'm a little nervous about that because when you're soldering stuff on FPV
Rich,
boards, it's
They
so
have
small.
goggles. You put these headset on, and it has a magnifying glass. That's what I use.
Yep.
Oh,
And
nice.
It has three
Nice.
different magnifications that you can use. It has two
Okay.
lights on the top.
Nice.
It's $7.
So you look like this Cyclops thing, but it helps it helps you to see it all.
Yeah, you kind of look like more like RoboCop.
Max Air says, then you have a whole bedroom full of broken drones like me.
This is true.
Yeah. But I
You'll
figured
always have a broken drone.
I want to start small.
Well, that thing actually takes a pretty good beat in that little drone.
Yeah,
It took me like almost a year to wreck mine.
Oh, I know. And I've gotten extra batteries for it. So it comes with, I think, 2 batteries in the kit, or maybe 3, I forget. And
Now,
then
is
I
that the
ordered some
version 2?
extra ones.
Is that the V2 or is that the V1?
How do I tell? I don't know.
Should say on the kit somewhere, but
Uh,
how long
Ask
ago
him.
did you buy it?
This year,
It's
probably
the
around
V2.
February.
Yeah.
Around 2. Yeah, it's probably the V2 then.
Yeah. Richard,
It
read
could
what Birdball Kim wrote for you.
Oh, there are many great people in here who can help with knowledge. Oh, nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've learned how to, what is it called? Geez, what do you call that thing? Yeah, I'm starting to learn all this terminology for every, Betaflight. Yeah, that's it. So I had to look on my computer to remember what the heck it was called. So I've learned how to connect it to Betaflight, and I was just poking through it just to, watching some videos, reading some stuff, just to get a better understanding of all the adjustments. And there's a ton of them, but all the adjustments and controls that, you can program on this thing. And there's a lot, but I think I'm just going to, again, just looking, I'm going to just do the basics, start flying, and then take it one step at a time after that, and see what other rabbit hole this takes me down.
Be prepared for the dark side.
And it might get expensive too on the way there.
Oh, Max Air says, very true. The Tiny Hawk is a little rugged copter. My girlfriend crashes hers a lot. Yeah.
I crash everything a lot, and mine, like I say, it took a year to break it to the point where it wasn't fixable. And I could have bought a new frame, but
Yeah, the frames are cheap, right? Like the parts for this in general, aren't that bad. So, yeah. anyways,
Roxy
if I
must
had to
go up,
look,
guys. We're back.
if I had
So
to
how
look
do,
at another controller, and I don't know, one step at a time. This first, then we'll think about bigger.
fly it, fly it, fly it, and then if you really, really love it, then you know,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's cost effective. Like, absolutely. I had planes, and then I bought a little tiny Whoop, and it worked off my original controller, and then the addiction hit after. It was like a winter of flying, right?
Oh yeah, and
It's so
given
fun.
weather right now, it's like
Yeah.
can't go
Well,
outside anyways.
you set up a couple chairs in the kitchen and maybe a lamp in the living room and do yourself figure eights. That's what I
Oh
did. It
yeah,
was so awesome. Yeah.
cool, cool.
How do the
Yeah,
glasses work with those goggles? Do they fit fairly well?
yeah, they do actually. The goggles, I was surprised, and that's something that I was worried about because when I was looking at FPV setups, some goggles weren't that great if you're
Yeah.
wearing prescription glasses, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this has got a big foam, like it's got a nice big cavity in there,
Nice.
and yeah, it does push a tiny bit against the edges here, but it's not enough that it puts, it's just you can feel it a little, but it's not terrible.
Not too
And yeah,
uncomfortable.
and then you can adjust the I don't know where the heck it is on here, but oh yeah, on the side here, right there, right. So you can adjust that
Adjust the
distance,
lens. Yeah.
the lens inside here to see how, where it is, and then you just
Yeah.
find that sweet spot. I did try. There's this really expensive set of glasses, and something they don't tell you that if you have astigmatism, which I do, in your eyes, and what it is where one eye is, the depth perception is a little different from the other one. Okay,
Right.
and so what I found is most people's depth perception is a certain distance between the bridge of your nose and the tip of your nose, as far as that field of adjustment goes when you're getting glasses. And with I got this, what was it? I'm trying to remember the brand. Epson. The Epson glasses. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys have seen them,
Yes.
Yeah, I
right?
remember
They're
those.
like
Yeah.
the Movanas.
Yeah, that's it. So
Yeah.
I got those from Amazon, and I tried them, and then I went on Epson technical support and they helped me through some stuff. And I found out after doing a bit more digging and research that these glasses were never going to work for me. I could see the display, but I would have to move the Epson glasses literally to the bridge of my nose until they were almost falling off for me to actually see that display. And it has something to do with a certain percentage of people that have to wear glasses. Sometimes, they have that stigmatism where, and it's a focal length thing, I think, where you just can't, you just have to have something that's adjustable, like
Yeah.
like the FPV goggles are, where if you have the Movero glasses, the Epson ones, I think you can adjust a little bit on the arms to go out and in, but literally I had to move them to the tip of my nose in order to be able to see the screen in there. So it wasn't going to work for me. So I sent it back. Amazon, no questions, thank God, because it was not cheap. And
Yeah, those are expensive.
and yeah, they're
Well,
very cool.
You find lots
They're
of people.
they're nice to have. Go
I
ahead,
have
sorry.
astigmatism
lots of
now,
people,
but I
certain
use
goggles are no
Fat
good.
Sharks. And I
You
used
use Fat Sharks.
box goggles before that, the Eachine EV 800Ds, which were excellent, especially for the first time ever getting. And then I was worried when I got the Fat Sharks that I was going to have issues, and I haven't had any issues. I've adapted to it, It's now I love it. I love my Fat Sharks.
Yeah.
See, I've gone from the box to the Fat Sharks and then back because I only have the one eye. So the Fat Sharks didn't really work for me all that great.
Right.
So yeah, I had two pair. I gave them both away to different people, and now back to box goggles, and I see just perfect with them. So
Is it because the box goggles, they're more adjustable?
I don't know. I got headaches and everything. I couldn't focus on the DJI goggles, and I had two
Really?
different sets. Yeah, I had the Attitude V4s, and then I had an old set that I had sent to Roger and Kim. But it wasn't the goggles; it was my eye. Just would not focus right, and I just couldn't get it. Went back to a box goggle, boom, fine. So
Yeah.
it has to do with the one eye thing, right?
Yeah. So what in everybody's opinion who flies FPV, what would you suggest is a good box goggle then?
Well,
To
the
start
one
with,
that
right?
Sean just said is
The
pretty well.
Eachine 800Ds,
Eachine?
they have the DVR built into it so you can record it in case you lose your
Okay.
drone or whatever. It's
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
best recorder. They're not the best goggles, but they work fine. Like when they come in
Mhm.
clear, they're very clear.
So
Yeah.
I built a Franken goggle with a DVD player on it. and
Oh
everything.
my, oh my.
But it works really good for me. And yeah, that's what I ended up going back to is just this. And it's cheap, but for my eye, it doesn't hurt and I can focus on it. So it got me flying again, right? I had spent like
Yeah.
$400 on the other goggles and couldn't figure out why I couldn't fly. I was like, oh no. Like, so then once I put those old goggles back on, there I was flying like normal.
I wonder if
Cool
it's
thing with
because they're
Fat
the,
Sharks, they have a thing called Frostbite, which is
Yep.
it allows the clarity and it takes away any hesitation. I'm trying to think, I know the word, I don't know why I can't say it, but any delay or skip. Anyways, and it's the clarity is unbelievable. They now make them to go on the glasses, on the goggles.
Mm.
Right.
So you can put Frostbite on your goggles and it'll be just as competitive to DJI.
cool. Very cool. Now, I'm guessing with the box goggles, and again, I'm new to this, so I'm just trying to rationalize this in my mind. And of course, you guys with the experience would know. With the box goggles, is it because it's more like you're staring at a big movie screen?
Yeah,
As
it's more of
opposed
it's
to-
one screen. It's one big
Yeah.
screen versus like my goggles, each one is you have two different screens that you can move in and out.
Right.
So
So that's
yeah, with
so
somebody
like
with
with the,
one eye, I don't know how. I thought that would be okay. You'd still be able to see out of one, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if their peripheral vision is adapted to something differently because they only have one eye. But I know that a lot of people that I've talked to that have had one eye, they use that box goggle and they love it.
Yeah,
Versus
I'd
the
say
Fat Sharks.
Yeah, the Fat Sharks, there was like a tiny little postage stamp screen and I
Right,
could
it's like
barely tell anything.
Like a
And this
big
thing-
step, they were saying, to the left or to the right,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Exactly. Yeah, it totally throws you right off. You can't stand up and try and fly.
Right, you
with
can't
one eye.
walk with
Fall
it.
right over. Yeah, nothing.
Not that you should
At
be
all.
walking around with it. See, I
No,
drive
no.
with my goggles.
But yeah, and it just wasn't good. And at the time, I was also diagnosed with Meniere's disease, which was throwing my balance right off and everything too, right? So the doctors were wondering, was it because I was flying FPV that I was getting sick? And it actually had me start to think that, right? But it wasn't. It was the goggles were why I couldn't fly, and the Meniere's disease was why I couldn't walk.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
with the
you
big,
get sick to your stomach, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get when I had different goggles I tried, I got sick to my stomach.
oh yeah, almost to the point where you throw right up, just
Wow.
right one.
Train says, yeah, you can, just have to practice. I'm right back. I'm bringing the dog in again.
So just to get again a better understanding of this. So are the DJI goggles more like the Fat Sharks in that kind of style? They're not a box goggle, right? They have separate
Dual
screens
OLED
for
screens,
each
yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Night train, I drive while you wear my goggles.
Flying and walking is a skill you have to work at.
Just walking with only one eye and having no depth perception's fun.
Yeah, he was saying with one eye, night train.
I'm sure
Yeah.
if Blind Neil's in there, he has a hell of a time.
Just looking for the what at 5 a.m. Okay. Let's see.
Let's
I have
catch up to
videos
the
of
chat
him
here.
walking. See, Night Train says he has videos of him flying, of me flying and walking. Okay.
Is he walking a straight line?
Or is he always hook in a corner?
You know, it's kind of like,
Or
I was watching a guy flying FPV one day down by the river, and every time he'd move the drone, his head would
I look down a lot or I'll go like this.
And the seagulls were all sitting around him looking at him like, what? That's the way we do things.
It is funny to see people move when it does absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get this bathroom on the go, and I hope everybody has a fantastic day.
Yep.
Yeah, you as well. Take
Good,
care.
man.
Cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Okay, Carpenter Rick. Have a good one. Everybody check out JSK Enterprise. He's new to the group this morning. So check out his channel, guys. Max Air 420. A lot of Stevie Wonders out there. I was. Yeah. Kim used to be the same way. You know.
It's too funny.
Now when Kim flies, his head is steady and he looking to the ground.
Yeah, he's like this.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'd get the same way sometimes, and I'll notice that when my signal is bad. I
Yeah.
put my head back up, and all of a sudden my signal comes back.
Hi-ho.
Hey, John. Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. Donato.
Hello. Hello. How is everybody today?
Big D is here.
The big D. Yeah.
What's new, John?
Squat. I was just
So
working.
did you get the Maverick Gear too also?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's waiting to see what goes on with everybody, and after that, he's going to decide.
You say
Very
man
wise.
to air to him, and he gets that big smile on his face, and he's got this little twitch he does, you know.
So
Posted a link of a video he made. That's where he's walking at the same time when he's flying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
who, Night Train?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching it on the left screen here.
I watch that.
Oh yeah, what's he got for a headset? Of course, he's got good eyes, I'm sure, so he doesn't need to wear these binoculars that I have for glasses.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I did put up a video yesterday.
Did you?
I was screwing
Yeah,
around.
he did. Yeah. But I couldn't find your frickin'.
My what?
I tried to find. Put your link in here, John,
I
in
will.
the chat, because I tried to find your bloody link yesterday. I couldn't find it.
Oh, no kidding.
Your channel.
Let's
I
see.
typed it in and everything. You wouldn't give it to me.
Did you type in Big John Donato?
No.
Johnny B. Should be it.
He's wearing a tutu.
What did he do?
It's his tutu thing. I didn't even see the. Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching his video.
Which one?
With
Oh, it's
Mike
not
in a
the-
tutu, Night Train.
Oh, yeah, Night Train. Yeah. I just started watching it.
Tutus for tatas.
Oh, see, I don't have the sound down. I'll have to watch it with the sound on.
He looks good in the tutu.
He does.
Oh, he's giving us an ass shot.
Look at that. I'll have to listen to it because there must be a reason he's got that on.
Yeah, they were doing that for a breast cancer thing.
Ah, I knew there was a reason.
We should push that again this year. Another tutus for tatas.
Yeah. Not for me, that's for sure.
Two
Yep,
for tatas. Now I got it.
Kim could do that.
Anymore.
Hey, he sent it off someplace, didn't he?
Yeah, I sent it to Newfoundland.
It
Bill.
could be like the Christmas Story. Not picking on Kim or nothing, but remember the lamp in the window?
Yep.
We're spinning
Well,
around. All right.
looks like Philly Drone Life there. Mickey is having a lot of fun with his Mavic Air 2 these days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
At 5 o'clock this morning.
Did he put up another video?
5 o'clock
Put
this
up
morning.
two, one last night and one this morning at 5 a.m.
I think it's going to give him a stronger with OcuSync 2. I think it's going to give him a stronger connection between him and, you know, given the fact that he's in such a dense area. Like every time I see him fly over where he lives, it's like
Right.
it's like everybody's just crammed, like just crammed in this whole city area, right? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So what's he doing? He's recording the video and then putting it up. He's not doing a live
Right.
with it? Because
I
he's
think
having
so.
a problem with DU Recorder messing with the OcuSync and stuff, running too many apps at once.
Yeah, well, that was because he was doing live with the DU. That's why.
Well, that and he had like 7 other apps running on the thing.
Yeah.
He's got to remember to close all those things. Maybe just DU Recorder. I don't know. I don't have any experience with it. But if you have 4 or 5 other apps with DU Recorder running, that's a lot of resources
Hmm.
on a tablet or phone.
Yeah.
So did he get far with it this time?
I think so. The last one I watched was from, I think it was last night, and he got out a pretty good distance. I don't know what it was, but it was a lot further than what he would normally do. Because I think he's got the Mavic 2 Pro, right?
He's got
I
everything.
assume?
He's
Yeah.
got everything. I think
Yeah.
he even has a Phantom, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why he doesn't fly the Phantom more.
And a Phantom 3 he's trying to sell. He's got the Phantom 4 Pro.
Yeah, the Phantom 4 Pro. Why doesn't he fly that one?
Is he selling the 4? Paul?
I think just the Phantom 4 standard.
No.
Oh, so that has the regular light bridge on it.
We're-
That's why he doesn't use that much.
Everybody check out everybody's channels. Make sure you got them supported, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button on the way in or way out. Thank you so much.
This is what's left of my Phantom. This is all I've got.
What did it
My
disappear?
Phantom 4 is gone.
Fly away?
I was, yeah, many moons ago. I think it was, geez, it had to have been at least 4 years ago, maybe longer. It's been a while, and yeah, I was at our flying club, and it was a bit overcast. The corn crops are really high surrounding our area, but our area was, we keep it, cut down. The farmer gave us that section that we can, I mean, we're flying RC helicopters, so we don't need like lots of room for takeoff. We go up vertically, right? And that's it. And then fly around. So, and we had a lot of open sky. It was just such a beautiful location. Unfortunately, the farmer took it back, like he took back field back and plowed everything over. And now it's all crop again. But I was flying and I had done all the calibrations and everything, like, and it was doing okay. And I had it over this, flying over the crops. And next thing you know, I could see it just a little to the right there, probably around, I don't know what, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And I was nudging it back and it wouldn't do anything. It just sat there. And then I said, well, what the heck? So I changed, I climbed up onto the picnic table and stood on the picnic table, and I had my antenna, kind of in the right, direction, and pointed in that direction of the aircraft. And again, I nudged it back and you can see it just move a little and then it stopped. But I still have the stick pulled back towards me, trying to get it to come back, and it's not doing anything. And I'm thinking, what the heck? So I had already tested the failsafe on it, where if I turned off the radio and then it should it should come back to me, or and turn the radio back on. It should reconnect. That didn't work, and it just started slowly drifting off. And I looked for it for days, could not find it. I have no idea to this day where it was. And I was more upset about the fact that my daughter, for a birthday gift, gave me a GoPro, and I had mounted it underneath. I was
Oh,
more
no.
upset about losing the GoPro than I was about the drone. And
You
of
never
course,
got it back?
no, and of course, it never dawned on me, was to actually get a marker or something and write on the bottom of the drone my name and contact phone number in case somebody should ever find it. Right.
I put it on all my drones.
Yeah.
My name and number.
Well, I do now. I do now with a label maker, and I have it, and of course in Canada we got to put the drone registration number on it if it's 250 grams or greater. But yeah, so yeah, that gone. It's gone. So this reminds me that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Well, probably somebody would like to buy that transmitter from you.
Well, there you go. Make me an offer.
So you can see what I'm doing, Roger, right?
Yeah. Yep. The Mavic Mini. Yeah.
All right, so it's all in there. You got prop guards in here, all that good stuff. There's actually a cable in there.
Okay.
Roger, are you buying another Mini?
No, this is Roger's.
Yeah, this is that was a gift from somebody, and
Nice.
he was supposed to mail that to me about 3 months ago,
Wow.
and so Paul got a little bit aggravated and sent me one because I wasn't getting it fast enough.
Now it came,
Yeah.
and I am going to put it in the mail. Just wanted to show them what was in the box still.
Yeah. No problem.
And then I don't know if they're going to make me change this box or not because it says US.
Unless they put one of their bags over it.
Right, they might put a bag over it. So I got packing tape. I'll tape it up in the other building, and then I'll bring it over there, and I'll confirm your address a little. Well, actually, you just type it in the private chat.
Yeah.
I'll make sure where you want it shipped to.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yep. Prop guards are in there. Everything's in there. It's just missing one battery. Oh, shit. Almost forgot to put this in there. So this is just loose in there. They didn't have it anywhere. I'm just having it loose in there. There we go. Now everything's in the box, Roger. All but one battery.
Yeah.
All right, gents, I think I'm gonna go fly. Thanks for having me on.
Enjoy.
John?
Hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks for being here.
You too.
Yeah.
My pleasure, man.
Nice to see you this morning. Glad I Put
Definitely.
it in while you were here.
Get some flying in, Sean.
I know there's no wind, so it looks beautiful out. And there's
Yeah.
like no
Get out
wind
there.
today.
That's how it was at 5 a.m. this morning, but now it's crappy and it's going to get snow and everything else this afternoon is ridiculous.
That's what they said this afternoon was gonna be bad, so.
Yeah, all
I'm gonna try
weekend
to fly
long, we
while I
had
can.
nothing. We had nothing but huge winds. There wasn't supposed to be any wind yesterday. It was ridiculous yesterday.
Oh, we had all our furniture blow over on the deck. It was like
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody stay good, be good,
You
stay
too,
healthy.
John.
You too.
Sean, you be safe.
You too, Sean.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Take care. Now, has anybody experienced this with their DJI Fly app, where if you're in your screen, whether you have a tablet or whether you have your phone, and you know how you have the battery level indicator up at the top right, your satellites and all that, and then on your left-hand side, you've got some other data, some other information. The thing that drives me nuts is when your drone is facing a very kind of bright sky, and everything gets washed out, right? And I wish, and I think this has been voiced by so many of us DJI faithful, right, who have the DJI products, and there's a lot of us. I just don't get why they can't in their software somehow give you options to change the color of that, or the background, or even like at the top, right? Even if they put it like a light band across the top so that these icons stand out or pop out,
Yeah.
would be so great. Yeah, it just fresh. Like I was flying when I was doing this test flight on a really windy day. There was clouds, but it was a very bright day, and yeah, I struggled to see where my battery indicator was and all that information that you want to see, and it's important to keep an eye on. You know, depending on how that drone was facing, and I'll share a picture here. Let me see if I can get this from my photos. Yeah, and I even circled this here. Done. There we go. So you could see there, like in a picture, it's great, but on your screen when you're outside, you really can't see the sats, the signal, your battery, and what mode you're in, because it's almost washed out. Like you can barely see it. And it would just be awesome if they could throw some level of adjustment in there
Like
or outline those things.
they did on the Mini. Oh, you mean to see that stuff? If you adjusted that so it wasn't overexposed in the sky, you can see it. But I see what you mean, like make them a different color, like blue or bright something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that you normally wouldn't see in the sky, maybe a yellow or an orange or something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Or bold black. Yeah, I have that trouble all the time.
And there is no adjustments deep down buried inside where you can adjust that?
No, not those things.
So.
The writing on the screen, no.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever found on any of them.
Well, since I've been flying pretty much the crystal sky all the time, I've never have an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my controller too, my smart controller. But Philly said that he said that the Air 2 worked with the smart controller. It does not yet. They don't have the firmware.
Not fully supported. Yeah.
Yeah, I checked yesterday. You can't. It doesn't connect to the Air 2 yet. Nothing. Maybe in 3 or 4 weeks, they said. Yeah. The last update gave the FPV stuff, and it also added the new Phantom on there with the OcuSync 2. So now you have pictures of all that stuff. But I couldn't find anything on DJI's website. I even logged on with the smart controller plugged in, and it's at the latest firmware. And there's nothing yet for that damn Air thing that they came out with. That must be crappy because I don't have one.
Well, no, I think what some people have done is they've tweaked things, right? So in the APK, they downloaded the Fly app, and then they had to tweak out a bunch of things in the Android side of things on the smart controller in order to be able to see
you
it.
You actually found one that they flew it with the smart controller? I haven't.
Well, they claim that they have, and you're right.
Yeah. There's not one video that I've seen. If someone's seen that video, definitely send it to me. But there's not one thing on there. I can't get the Fly app on there the way that they want it on there. I could hack it and put it on there, but it's not going to work.
Well, that's just it. And really, would you want to?
No.
I mean,
I went through all that. I had to reset my controller, so no more hacking. I got it so if I ever stream live, it'll stream live. So
if you have to hack your way to be first to do something, it's not beneficial for anyone, because you're just teaching them or encouraging a bad habit.
Bad habit.
Right?
Yeah. Puts too much. So with all the hacks in there to do it, I noticed it puts way too much resources on the processor, and then everything's choppy on that smart controller. The smart controller works good the way it's designed, but as soon as you load all these other apps on there, it has a problem. I don't know if it would be good for Mikey to stream from. I just don't know yet. I'd have to practice.
Give me a second, guys. Hey, John Poole, how you doing? He's listening while putting chalk on a woodwork. And Asgard Studios, Hugh, how you been doing?
Hey,
Desmond
Hugh.
Donders.
Desmond Donders, how you doing?
Asgards.
Glad to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Hey, don't forget to hit that like button for Roger.
Yeah. Hey,
Coast
Coast
to
to Coast
Coast.
Jones. Bill, how you doing?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill, have you heard anything on the smart controller? Anyone using it yet with the Air 2? He usually has insider information.
Well, not only the Air 2, but also the Mini. You know, it still doesn't work with
The Mini, I don't think it'll ever work with that. I don't know if the chipset will go down. Hey,
because
look at her.
it's the Fly app. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's the Fly app.
Hey,
It's the
Rich.
Fly app, but it's the
Bye,
freaking-
Val.
Roger.
Val, when did you
Oh.
go to Hawaii?
That looks like Florida. It looks
No,
like Florida.
Hawaii.
It's
Hey,
Hawaii?
Donders. Hey, Bill.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. Kim's flying his drone outdoors. There it is.
He's
Where?
flying?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is on the right.
Yeah, I have it on a little window, and I always have the little window covered for us, and then you see it on YouTube itself.
Yeah,
You know, I
just trying-
see it in our Zoom meeting, and then I can see it on YouTube. I don't see him.
Oh,
There it
there
is.
it is at the top
There
right.
it is.
Yeah,
It stopped. It's hovering. Oh, it's gone.
guess his battery just ran out.
Is this the FPV drone he's flying?
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Val. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing? Hey, Sean.
Not
Hey,
bad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Just
Roger,
like,
are you using screen share when you put that on?
Yeah.
Are you clicking the boxes at the bottom?
No, I keep on forgetting.
Because
Yep.
that's
I
why
didn't even know he went outdoors to fly. If I don't know that, I'll set it up before that.
that's why it was choppy then.
Yeah.
It's like South Park.
Hey, drone
Like
shot. how
South
you
Park. Hey,
Drone
guys,
shot.
how you doing? Oh,
Oh, he's upstairs.
Oh, he's flying out the window?
Yeah, he flew out the window from upstairs. I didn't know that.
I almost did that yesterday. Flew out of my living room outside, but it was way too windy. I opened the doors and everything blew in.
there we go.
Terrible.
Yeah. Now the wind's starting to pick up here. It was really dead and calm this morning. Now it's picking up.
Yeah, I'll have to start getting up earlier again, or actually getting up early, taking a shower and going out before the sun comes up but it was, 29 degrees outside this morning. I'm not going to fly in 29-degree weather.
Yeah.
It was 29.
Yeah. Yeah, can you
Oh,
imagine
man.
that? It's supposed to get up to 60 today. So that's a 30-degree difference. And then it's supposed to drop down again and we might get snow again. Over the weekend, people
Oh,
in the
Richard
hill
got
towns
snow.
get 6 or 8 inches.
Yeah.
Richard got snow and Carpenter Rick got snow. Phantom Hodges got snow.
Yeah. All around us got snow. We just got
Hmm.
crap. Yeah. And super windy. It was way windier than Val on her beach trip.
Yeah, see, it's nice here. This is my backyard.
You
Someday.
wish.
Someday.
And
You
then
Here you go, Val. Here's my backyard.
Is
Oh
that what
my
it looks like
God.
right
I'll zip.
now?
I wouldn't. Oh, that'd be too much.
Is that right now? It's snow like that?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Well, I still got my snow tires on. I'm okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad we're finally. We're in the 70s now most of the time. In the morning it's cold, but at night or during the day it's good.
Roger, you really want me to market drone parts?
Well, I don't know. You can mark, I don't know, electronics. I don't know. It's up to you, John.
I always put electronics is what I do.
All right.
Is that what you did for the cable that never got there?
No, that came from Amazon. You don't get a chance to mark that. That's what they do.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, if he's going to tell me that I should do that or shouldn't do that or what.
It's up to you, John. I mean, I don't know how they work at the borders.
Neither do I.
In fact, I think one time I sent something to Roger and I put in there radio electronics.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, the average person, oh, radio. Okay, I got it.
So coast to coast, have you seen anybody fly the Mavic Air 2 with the smart controller yet? I'm anxious to see if anyone has. I didn't see anything on YouTube.
And by that question, Bill, you can tell he sits there and says, no, he's not going to buy one, but he hell wants to know if it'll work with his controller.
I'm curious.
That might sway his decision.
right.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. I think he's at like 90. He's at the edge, and he just doesn't know whether he wants to step off or not.
Oh, I didn't want to put that in there. I hit that by accident.
Bill said, no, sir, I have not.
Neither have I yet. They say it's going to.
Yeah.
That when they first came out with that smart controller, I bought it simply because then I had both of the enterprises, and I wanted to use it with the enterprise because I was doing search and rescue at the time, and I thought that'd be great. I could just take that along rather than the other bulky,
Yep. They made it so simple now to
and
swap.
it didn't work with the enterprise. So, and I kept waiting. I waited like a month and a half, 2 months. But so finally, somebody offered me some money for it, and I sold it.
Okay, John, that's the link I was looking for last night. I couldn't find your bloody channel.
Maybe you're not subscribed again.
I am subscribed.
So someone up there in Canada, just type in my name and see if you can find me on
And
YouTube.
and your bell's rung.
Yeah, that happens to me constantly. But for me, I can't search for myself because every time I do, it's in all the computers. You know what I mean? I can clear the cache out and try to search for myself again, but it comes up for me. I need someone in the outside world to search for it.
Oh, I searched for it here, and it came up just fine.
That's probably why. Okay, that's probably why you didn't put a capital N.
You think it needs a capital N? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this case sensitive?
Oh.
I'll see. I'll copy and paste it, and I'll check.
Where you, Rich? Did you find it?
Hey, 3X Drones, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah.
I want to make sure people can search for me.
Val
yeah.
just unsubscribed, John.
Val just
There you go. Because I didn't have the capital N.
She doesn't like me anymore.
That's
I
why.
gotcha. I just checked.
I got it now, John.
Oh,
Because
good.
I got to put the capital N in there.
I never get notified if. It's very rare I get notified anyone puts anything up. So
I love that.
I'm gonna share.
Love
this.
that video. Early morning mist above the trees that was posted back in May 10th.
Bill had to resubscribe to you again.
Who did? You did, Paul?
No, Bill did. Coast to Coast had to resubscribe to Canadian Drone Hub.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, to the hub. Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get Kim's flying out here to show you guys there.
Did you check the box? Oh, yeah. See, when he checks the boxes, it looks terrible. When he doesn't check the boxes, it
Well,
looks fine.
did he also check both of them?
Yeah, I checked the both of them.
But when he doesn't check it, the video doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it's looking real pixelated here.
Yep.
It is.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But when you don't check the boxes, yours seems to be all right. Must be because you don't have enough bandwidth to do it the other way. Not that you're lacking in power over there.
Hey, Johnny West, how you doing this morning?
Tell Roxy to crank that wheel a little faster.
Yeah.
She needs a little hamster wheel.
She's out there going like this on the wheel.
Mm. Oh, that's good.
Hey, Roland. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Roland.
My mailman hasn't passed yet.
Are you expecting to get something in the mail, are you?
Yeah. Well, since 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah, just keep on hoping. I think they're right now using that cord down at the border. Let's see.
Oh no! Every time I look at your picture in the background there, Richard, I'm getting cold chills.
Right?
Look at my picture.
Val just warms our hearts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Decided to go with beach because I would like to be at the beach. How you doing this morning, Paul?
Well,
Strong, Paul.
just bothers me. I can't sleep that good at night. I'm up and down and up and down and up and down.
Something must be bothering you.
Yeah.
My legs, my back.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you tell him about it. You tell him about it, Roxy.
You can see the drone, Roger, but I would uncheck them boxes.
They're not checked anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
So now it's he's flying around good right in front of the camera. It's just it looks like a bug.
Yeah.
Not clear anymore.
That's my internet that's really screwy.
Yeah, it's not the camera.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll stop sharing. There we go.
Is that Mia?
No, it's Roxy.
That's
She's
Roxy
outdoors.
outside.
Little Rory. I can never.
They're in lockdown. That's right.
Nice background.
That's it.
Paul.
Yeah, it's my bandwidth is not strong at all.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Roland, because of the bandwidth.
You tell him, Roxy.
Yeah, if you
It's
think
been done or
either I fly or you get down.
lockdown. Stop eating these Slim Jims. All right.
Yep, she's not happy this morning.
No,
Well,
she's not.
you definitely wouldn't want her to get a hold of that drone and sink her teeth into a battery pack. I'm telling you that.
Ooh, no,
No.
Boom.
that'll be bad.
Oh, when she picks up that drone, she doesn't chomp on it. She picks it up lightly.
I'm in the Simpson house.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
old guy in the bike.
That's how I feel here, Val.
Yeah.
Old guy on a bike, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, they're your cute dogs.
Oh yeah,
They are.
yeah. They're gonna be so messed up when we all have to go back to some sort of normal.
That's right.
Hi.
That's what I keep thinking of mine. They're so happy to have me home.
Yeah.
And they're just thrilled. Little devil dog got up in my place on the bed and started licking my face this morning. I'm like, oh, great. Oh, that's not even clear.
That's not even clear?
No.
Holy crap. Okay. Well, I got 2.7 and 0.2 this morning. Kim's not even on his computer upstairs.
Yeah, I think you're just having a hard time this morning. But your picture's clear in here, Roger.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh well. Technology.
Yeah.
You know, if you keep pushing that bell, they just might run one of those high-speed fiber lines right to your house.
I'm going to form up again today and complain again today.
But didn't they say over a year ago that they were going to bring in fiber? Okay.
They said that 9 years ago.
Oh, I like that, Paul.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Good one, Paul.
I like the way they're both staring at him as if like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was an early morning visit right there to the Connected Drone Hub.
Roland says, Roger, if you plug in a 5.8 gigahertz receiver in your computer, you can stream the camera. Things cost $17. Your computer sees an extra webcam.
An extra webcam? You still have ports for more webcams, don't you, Roger?
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, Phantom Hodges. New lines here. What?
Yeah, just steal one of the trucks there, Fatima, and bring it down here.
Yeah.
I'll do the bloody wiring. I'll get up on the hoist and everything and do it.
You're gonna go nuts when you can finally do that. Oh, the sun.
I thought you already had fiber though, Phantom Hodges. Okay, welcome back there, JSK.
Maybe that's why you can't sleep, Paul. You got all those little buddies in your bedroom.
Could be something like that. Who knows?
I like John when he talks.
Oh, there you go, Roxy. Yeah.
You know,
It's in
the caption over her head should be,
yeah.
"Oh my God, don't look at me."
She's so cute. I have 2 trucks there and installing some kind of new lines. Maybe that's what's happened to yours. They sent Phantom Hodges, they sent him 2 trucks. That's why there's not enough trucks for you.
I got my first footage from the Anafi posted yesterday. I think I'm going to like it.
Oh, good.
Old guy on a bike.
Nice. Are those the Evos?
No, it's
I keep getting Evos and Anafis all mixed up.
Anafis?
Yeah.
Are they shipping the Evos now? I don't know.
I think they are. I'm not sure about.
I know the big
well,
boys got them, but not. I don't
Yeah.
know too many common folk that have them.
You calling us common, Paul?
Yeah. Would you want to be a common or uncommon?
Or unique.
Uncommon. Okay.
I don't know.
So-
I was looking at the Evo, the new Evos, and I just, like, because right or wrong, DJI has been in the game for so long.
Yep.
That that when you get a product from them,
You know what?
nothing's, you know what you're going to get, right? Yeah, but with the Evo, I'd love to be able to pull the trigger on that more out of curiosity, but also I'm a little apprehensive because I know they've had their struggles, and I'd like to see them mature more as a company and maybe just become a little more, develop a stronger foundation with their product. And then maybe in another year or so, you know, when the prices kind of level out a little bit, hopefully, you know, look at it again. But right now, yeah.
So Phantom, the Anafi that you were flying, is that your video golf test?
No, it was the old guy on the bike.
Oh,
No.
okay, I went to the wrong place, but that's still a good video golf test. Okay, I'll see if I can. It's such a smooth flight.
You know, of course, now everything is still, they're talking about the Air 2, but there's also rumblings now in the background about the Mavic 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what is the Air 2 going to be the new replacement for the Mavic 2's series, and then they're going to go to Mavic 3, which will have both the Zoom and the Pro model. And
Hey, good morning, Rodney Bell. Aren't you at work today, or are you on your break?
Rodney.
Hey, Rodney.
Morning. I'm thinking that I guess the Pro 3, right, the DJI. I'm guessing that might. At least I'm hoping that it's going to have a more advanced obstacle avoidance and tracking system than what we're just seeing now. I think what we're seeing now in the Air 2 is an improvement, and I think they're going to continue with the mid-size to the bigger brands of their products to include the OcuSync 2. I think they want to look at sort of standardizing that technology and then just keep building it better and better and better, hopefully incorporating better obstacle avoidance, better AI, better stuff that, you know, like obviously they, you know, if they can do something that becomes even a better competition to, you know, what Skydio is doing with their obstacle avoidance and tracking and stuff like that. And then just basically saying, like, getting that trump card, slapping it down on the table and saying, you know, done, you know.
Here's my only thing that if I was advising DJI, which I'm not, is you develop the technology for the camera to just go up with a collar, snap on, change cameras on Inspire series. Why didn't you pull that forward into the Phantom 4 Pro or Pro Advanced, you know, and all of those, and you could be selling more cameras. And in the Mavic series, the Mavic 3, I'm hoping that they have a little collar you can change the camera there if you wanted to buy the dual camera or whatever you want to buy. You know, it just twist and go, because Autel's been talking about the new Evo 2. You can change cameras. Yeah, you got to unscrew this, unscrew that, unbolt this, unbolt that, disconnect this ribbon cable. Then, so it's technical, and the FPV guys are used to doing that kind of stuff. But the camera guys, drones, we want it simple.
Plug and play.
Yep. And they've already proven the technology by having it in a small little gimbal twist with a collar lock. You know, I don't get why they don't follow suit, because that's what made them set them apart way back when.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go put our shoes on. My feet are freezing.
Okay, I got you.
See what your background is, Roger.
Roger's got to stop running around in his bare feet.
Ain't no Madam Birkin. How are you this morning? 3X Drones, hello. His Mavic Air 2 is due Wednesday.
Yeah.
Paul, when's yours due?
Wednesday.
Yours is going to be there Wednesday too?
Rich, yours Wednesday?
No. It still says awaiting shipment.
Okay, mine
So-
says Wednesday before 9:30 a.m.
Nice. So they finally you did find your order?
No, because when I go look at it, I haven't ordered one, but I did get confirmation from DJI that it has been shipped. And then I went and took that tracking number and then put it into the FedEx box, and it says delivery by 9:30 a.m. Wednesday.
There you go.
Are you picking on me for talking with my hands?
No.
Oh, I did. I had everything silenced.
I know, I could see your
That was a guy that was buying a new truck. He always buys new trucks every other year. And I said, I would hold off. He said, well, they had it advertised. I put a deposit on it on Friday. Then they had it advertised over the weekend for $6,000 less. He took a picture of the ad. Then he went there today and they jacked the price back up. And he had a picture of it. They said it was a misprint. And I said, well, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, there's no guarantee in an advertisement.
No.
Yeah.
But I said, if they want to keep a customer happy, I just say, yeah, forget it. Walk away. The price on new cars, in my opinion, is going to drop ridiculously in another month because they're going to be coming out with 2021s already. They've never sold their quota, not even close to 20s or
John,
19s.
My question would be, John, though, is Detroit automakers have not built a car now in the last 3 months, any car. So,
That's not true.
At the end of
No,
the year, you got this big glut going on.
Right, but that's only in Detroit. There's other towns or cities, states that have been making cars. Even Tesla has been making cars except for one of their California plants. And he's going to pull out of there and go to Texas and stuff. He's just.
Yeah, I saw that. He's ticked up there.
But he's been saying that for a month now because there's other plants of his that have been working still.
Yep.
And this place in California has like no, people that are sick and everything. And she's acting health department and she won't let them open. It's like the next town over is letting me open and you're not letting me open. What's the deal here? We don't even have, all my workers want to go back to work. And in a factory like that, other than lunchtime and breaks, they're usually separated. There's only a couple of jobs that take more than one person to do on the assembly line. They do that on purpose. It's all done by helpful robots that hold the heavy parts and put them in. I don't know if you ever did a walk through one of those places. Tesla's a little different. His cars are more hand-built like. But they're getting into more automation.
Have a lot more robotic stuff.
Oh yeah, it's just insane. Those places could be open, as long as they practice safe everything.
Yeah.
But to each their own. I see them, just by looking at it.
What was that,
Yeah,
Roger?
everyone's starting to freeze on my end.
Yeah, Zoom's starting to freeze up again.
We went through that.
Yeah,
before.
it's everybody. It's not just me, right? Because I see
Yeah, it's
Paul
everybody.
doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, JSK Enterprise, enjoy your original Mavic Air because I do miss mine. I mean, I sold my Spark and my Air to help fund the new Mavic Air 2. And because you can only fly so many at the same time, or really you can only fly one at the same time. But, it wasn't, for me, the Mavic Air was great. I had it connected directly to my tablet or to my control or to my phone via cable. So that connection level between the device and the controller was solid. I didn't push the original Mavic Air beyond visual line of sight. So it was never gave me any issues. And I even put some Master Air Screw props on it, which made it tone wise or a lot more bearable. So I'm sad in a way, but also excited in a way to see what the new one has to offer. But yeah, I miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manuel saying hi, Val. Val, hello.
Phantom Hodges, that's good that that's going to open up on
You
Wednesday.
not
That
see me
should-
waving? Am I frozen?
That should.
No,
Corey
Corey
Manuel.
Manuel saying hi to you in the chat.
Yeah, I'm waving.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt anything. Hi, Corey Manno.
It's the same thing, Paul.
Same thing, Paul.
Yeah. It's doing like last week, Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, my beach is having troubles. Hey, no,
It's really too
Matt.
bad after I close down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Roger,
Well,
just in
you
case
have
we
26 watching, so it doesn't seem to bother anybody.
Okay.
So I
So
think
just-
you just need to slow your roll.
Uh,
Did that get
wait, would you-
turkey?
What'd you say, John?
So just in case we lose connection or something,
Yeah.
everything's in this box. I'm going to see what we can do today. I'm going to
Okay.
try and ship it out today.
Okay, no problem.
And I'll let you
Thank
know
you.
when it ships.
Yeah. And let me know if it costs us more than you expect there. Let me know. We'll
As
send you
long as it
something
isn't
big,
into
pal.
the hundreds, I'm not going to worry about it. But
Just get its
Oh.
own airplane seat. Say it's essential.
right? Put it
Yeah.
on an airplane seat that I pay $35 for.
Yeah, don't put in the description CPAP mask or antiseptic, otherwise, or sterilizer, because then it'll just disappear.
Yeah.
Or don't
Yeah,
don't
that's
put
a
in their
big.
don't put in their gun parts.
Hi, Corey.
Live ammunition.
Explosives.
Yeah, live ammunition. Handle with care.
Do not open. Explodes on contact. Yeah.
Live animals. Handle gently.
You put what we're going to, blah, 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 live samples. You don't want that in there either.
Well, the other thing that would be funny, John, would be to put on their body parts.
Yeah.
Coming from Donardo Auto Sales would be body parts, but the guy going, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, right? Yep.
I think when you see human organs on the stamp, then they get a little concerned.
That would work. Human organs.
Phantom Hodges, I don't
Human
know if
organs.
they did or not.
What was that, Roger?
Go gadget go. There you go. Yeah, mark down go gadget go on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Phantom Hodges if the kids started school here or not. I know they weren't supposed to. There's a good one. What Kim said.
Yeah. Colonoscopy sample.
Hmm.
That's getting to the bottom of it, isn't it?
Ah.
Well,
I'm finally getting my connection from my little guy, my audio connection
Ooh.
today. So
Very nice.
yeah, they've been out of it. And then I went to order it and they said, okay, we're getting a shipment in on this date. I'm like, yeah, right, Amazon. So B&H had it. Who was it was telling us about B&H, Roger, said to try there?
Geez, I use it all the
B&H
time, but I couldn't tell you that.
John
don't
uses
know.
B&H all the time.
I use them
Yeah.
all the time, but I didn't tell you to use it, or I would have remembered that.
Yeah, someone said we should start looking at B&H, and I went in and they
They
had
have
it.
pretty good
So
prices.
it's going to be here today by FedEx. Ooh,
Bullets, they came while I was back.
are
in
you
New York.
Corey Manel?
Having bullets sitting in a box in front of my house, not being home for 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back in the other building. Roger, you're gonna close. Why did I just get a failure? I didn't send any emails. That's not ever good. I'm gonna try to get back in if you're gonna close at noon.
Yeah, I'll be closing out at noon because I got to go out to the post office too.
Yeah.
Got to send a box back to Amazon.
What are you sending back?
That little camera I bought for my granddaughter, put in her bedroom. because they all work off of 5 gig over there at my son's place, and it's only at 2.6 gigahertz. So
Oh,
camera's not compatible.
okay.
I don't know if this will show up properly in the live stream, but there's my here, I'll try to get it into whoa. Okay, hang on. I gotta turn this crazy. Hang on. There we go. Oh, there's my phone.
Oh,
There's
that's
my
'cause
camera
I'm
out the front.
can't see it. Yeah.
Yeah, my
Is that
background.
one of those bell ringer thingies or just a regular camera?
It's just I got a what is it? Oh my gosh. I'm having a senior moment. It's
I have them all day.
it's just a
long.
camera. It's just a camera that I mounted in my kitchen window downstairs that just faces the front porch because I get a lot of Amazon parcels and stuff. And that's really what I use it for primarily, is just to see, to record it, because it'll record on motion. So I want to make sure that, hey, if a parcel came, that it's still there when I go to grab it.
It's inside.
Do people come take your stuff off your porch?
It hasn't happened. The camera's kind of obvious in the window. I have had one person that I didn't recognize kind of walk up, then they kind of literally just looked at the camera, right? And then they just put their head down and just turned around and walked away. So I'm thinking, even as a deterrent,
That's
a
good.
bit weird, a bit spooky, but it's been
I
good,
think
knock on wood.
We're getting to
I want
the
a
point
camera
where
I-
everybody needs to have a camera.
I want a camera that says, "Hi, I see you." What you doing here?
The HAL
You have to-
2000, right?
All
And
right,
then
I'll
moves
be
his
back.
hands like
I'll be
this.
back, Roger. I'll be
Okay,
back.
John.
Instead of
Bye, John.
the
I'm gonna
voice
stay
John.
signed in.
that
I'm just gonna
says
stop everything.
Okay.
oh, cool. Instead of the voice that
So you're
says
getting some-
yes, Dave, it'll say yes, Val. There's
Well,
someone
most
else."
cameras, Val, you can talk out to them and you can listen to them outside.
Well, I have a Nest camera, the one that I was using for my dogs when I was working so much. And I didn't have a roommate at the time, just to figure out who was getting into the trash. Because every time I came home, Ranger was always looking at Lillian like she did it. It was Ranger. So I figured out who was tearing up the trash all over, and she'd just go under a table and just look at him like, what the hell? She tried to stay out of that. So, but I haven't had it up since I've had a roommate because I don't want to know what he's doing in my house when I'm not here.
Well, you
just
don't
don't
care
wanna-
if your roommate's rummaging through the trash. I get it.
No, if he's hungry. If he's hungry, yeah. Him and Ranger. How low can a person be? Well, if it's a baby, this low. Purple. Oh, porch pie should die in a fire and burn in hell. What a love. That's not my opinion. That's from 3 Extras. Yeah, I saw a show on it where they were just one after the other, just any kind of package. They just come up, stop the car, go up, grab it. I thought, what the world?
Yeah, I figured if I have it on camera and I can take that little video segment or that snapshot, and if I ever have to argue my case with Amazon saying, well, we delivered it, then I can turn around and say, well, obviously somebody stole it off my porch. Now, where does the responsibility finally fall, right? Now, before all this craziness happened, depending, I think, on the value of the parcel, sometimes the delivery people would wait for a signature. Other times, most of the times, they would just leave it at the door. And you often wonder.
Well, if you were lucky,
like,
they would just. leave
and
it
they
at the
send
door.
you.
If you were unlucky, Rich, they threw it from the curb to the door.
Oh, geez, yeah. And then they would take a picture of it showing that it's at your doorstep and then send it to you, right? Which I think is great, but the camera just gives me peace of mind knowing that, okay, this step was done, you know, as long as the package doesn't get moved unless it's somebody in the house or myself, then that's, you know, it gives me that peace of mind. As opposed to worrying whether something that I ordered that cost a few $100s is now sitting on the porch ready for someone else to enjoy. So, yeah.
Hey, have you ever gotten a picture and it not been your door? That happened to me. They sent me a picture of my package.
Really?
And I'm looking at it going, that's not my door. Where the hell is this door? So I had to walk around the corner, go find the bright blue door because they must have just painted it. And I was like, okay, I have to knock on her door now, say, I'm not a porch pirate. This is actually my package at your door. It's just like, how ridiculous. Yeah, they just, yeah, here you go. Go find the door. It's
Corey
there.
Mann-
Someone
Corey
else's
Mann-
door.
Corey Mano said he had a $1,300 laptop left at his door. My God.
Oh no, Corey Mano. Yeah, that would be.
Hey, Corey, so how good does the computer work?
Mm. But I'm thinking about putting my Nest
I was
camera
wondering.
now in on my front patio or my front door. I don't think anyone
Mhm.
ever comes up, but maybe I just don't know it. But nobody grabs my packages. I've never had a package stolen.
Well, what I really like about mine is that you can pan and tilt the camera, right? Which most you can do now.
Yeah.
And so if I'm upstairs and, you know, working away or in a different part of the house, and if I have my phone with me, somebody rings the door, I can quickly just go to the app. Within like seconds, it's launched. And then within like maybe 5 seconds, it's connected and I can see who's at the door, right?
Okay.
Before I even get there, which is nice to have too. And not that I'm really concerned, but you know, it's nice to see that, oh, you know, so and so's there. But I see Val's point where it'd be really cool to have that interaction where you could talk to the person on the other side, right? And if they're waiting at the door, you just tell them, okay, just a minute, you know, or something like that. Or they ring the bell or they drop off a parcel. You could turn around and say, okay, thank you, leave it there, that sort of thing, right? You know.
Well, what Val's really waiting for is for her own Rosie, like from the Jetsons. You know, the Rosie the
I
robot.
would love that. I am all about robotics if they make my life easier at my house. But you know what I was thinking of doing was those ringtones, those ring doorbells. I was thinking of putting that in, but I don't really know. They're like $100 or something, and nobody comes to my door. Nobody. My dogs start barking, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we'll hit that later."
You just need to put a sign on your front lawn that says, please ring my bell.
Somebody come see me.
Richard, read the chat, Richard, from JSK.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I did is, you know, in Canada, I even contacted DJI. I said, so because anything I've ever ordered from DJI Direct, I've never had to pay for taxes or any shipping or duty.
Shipping or any of
It's
that stuff, yeah.
always been, it's always been included.
Yep.
So when I ordered the Mav Air 2, I said to myself, well, you know what? If they ship it on time, great. If it's a little delayed, great. I'm saving about $150. I'm okay with that. You know, that will help me buy another battery or just keep it in my pocket. So
Right.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So Nomad, I did see that where he took a box and had it on his porch, had glitter and stink bombs and all that in it, and it took their picture. Yeah, I've seen that. I thought that was funny as hell. I thought, yeah, if people are going to steal stuff, that's what they should be stealing. They should be ruining their car as they're pulling everything open to watch. I thought that was hysterical. I love that one. That video.
Phantom Aegis says he doesn't see it being of value because the cops are just going to release them in it as well. That may be true in some cases, but the thing is that you have video evidence to say as proof from the shipment point of view, because then you can say the shipment was stolen. And if you actually have, if you end up getting a copy of the police report too, which, you know, you can send them the picture and they can,
Well, not only that,
make up
Rich, couldn't you make a claim with your homeowner's insurance too? Just like if
I'm
they
not
stole
sure.
something off your front porch?
I don't know.
Maybe you could, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look into it here. But the nice thing is you have that validation so that when you come back to, let's say Amazon, and you say, no, that this wasn't delivered, then they can turn around and say, well, yeah, they got delivered, it got left at your door. And then you can argue the point in saying, yeah, it got left at my door to be stolen. Right?
You can
Right,
always
so,
do that Amazon key thing. You can sign up for that.
Well,
so they
and
have
there's
key to
also
your
the
front
time-
door,
The
and they
time
can open
frame
it.
on the camera would tell you, okay, the guy delivered it at 11:03 and at 11:04 was stolen. So were they working together, or was that
Yeah.
person following the truck or whatever?
No,
Sometimes there'll
they
be
bring
people just
baby
sitting.
carriers. They bring their children. They hold the hands of little babies walking down the street. They're like, here, stay here. Let me go get the package.
I could see Val running out and patting down the baby carriers and the babies.
Mhm. Come on, little guy. Let me see. Tickle, tickle. Yeah, because babies are so cute. But I think a judge would take it a lot harder when they have their children with them and they're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I would think they would, but then, you know, I worked for judges for quite a while at one time, and I don't know.
Yeah.
They tell the toddler to grab it for them. You won't get much charge because you're only 5. So go get my package. Oh my gosh. I just don't get it. I just don't get why people even bother with that. And it's like, it's in some neighborhood, it's continuous, right? They just go do it. Hey, TCM, how you doing? Tim's in the house.
Hey, Tim.
But yeah, I don't know.
Mia's gotta
I
go
gotta
out.
study today,
Okay.
Roger.
What?
I gotta study today. I don't want to study.
Oh,
I'm tired of it.
you got to stay on track. Keep doing it.
I'm afraid to go back and redo the whole thing, which I need to do just to make sure I'm ready for Friday. But I'm worried about it because I'm afraid if I look at it again and none of it's in my head, it's all leaked out, I'm worried how I'm going to feel. If I go to do it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what they're talking about.
Hey, Val, when you guys have to write it or do it, is it online?
No, you have to sign up online now through IARKC something or other, ICRA something. But when you go take the test, it's on a computer from what I understand. You go in, they'll let you have some paper and a pencil, but they have to give it to you. That's my understanding, because they want to
Wow.
make sure. I can't take my watch in because it's electronics. I have to leave that at home. Can't take my phone or anything like that. So I'm trying to figure all that out. And then you go in, and my test is from like 12 to 2:30. And then I sit at that. And so my dad said, you know, it won't be too hard because you got 3 things, A, B, or C you can choose. And one, well, you can always knock out, right? So then it's 50-50. I said, yeah, Dad, but if I get 50% right because I know nothing, I'm getting to 50 points. I mean, I'm going to fail. I don't know where you guys come up with this is how you do the test. You have to know this stuff. He started laughing. So we'll see. So
Yeah.
I got to redo the test. I want to make sure I have all my, the thing that's really stumbling me now is fog. They have like 3, I got to get it in my head to memorize fog and and all that. So, because you got all these different types of fog now, different types of clouds. Oh my God.
Well, in Canada, I think we've got it easy then, or easier. We still have to study the AIM document, which is the Aeronautical Informational Manual for pilots, right? And you still got to gather up all the information, but you can do it online and it's open book, but you have to know where to find it. And the trick is the wording. They'll have maybe 3 or 4 A, B, C, D, whatever E questions.
Yeah.
Obviously you can knock out 1 or 2 real easy if you've at least read over the stuff, right? But then you have a couple that are so close, but it's all in the wording, and they change 1 or 2 little words and it makes it completely right or wrong. So you really got to
That is
know
what they do on ours
that,
now.
right?
They do the scenario.
Yeah.
Instead of just the, if you're here, what's this? Okay, ABC. Now it's like, so you're on a train and it's moving through this town, right? And can you have your quad flying outside of that train? And if not, type of Y type of deal. And then they'll have the same exact question, just changed a little because the airspace is different or something like that. And then you're like, oh yeah, no, I can't do that. So they have a lot of that kind of stuff. And I wonder why they want to, it feels like they want to trip you up. But I'm sure it's because they want you to think through it.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, trick questions. I'm never good with trick questions.
I have to recertify myself by the end of January, because it'll be almost 2 years now. So every 2 years we have to recertify, but it's still a little gray as to what you need to do to recertify. On one hand, they say, oh, you just can rewrite the exam, which is not, I can do it online, so that's cool. But a refresher is always a good thing. It's not a bad thing, and especially being careful of what's changed, right? And knowing that, or at least having that, know to where to find it, because again, ours is open book in a sense, right?
So both of them, your regular test and your advanced test, are they all open book?
Yeah, but with the advanced, you still need, there's 2 pieces. So there's the written or the online, and then there's the flight instructor or flight reviewer. So I don't know, to recertify, do I also need to do a flight reviewer, right? That's still kind of a gray area right now.
See, we don't have a flight reviewer.
That looks
It's
good,
almost
Paul.
like you pass the test, head on out and fly. Go with God. Hope it all works out for you. We don't have, which I'm not, I mean, thank God they don't have a flight test, but yeah, it's crazy. We just take the test and we're good. But even with the driver's license, we have a driving test.
Yeah.
So how are you this morning, Tim? So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I'm glad I don't have a flight test. I'm just saying. I had to go get my Breeze back. Bring it back. Dad, I'll get it back so I can fly it.
Well, just think, everything you're learning about aeronautical stuff, you just take it one little step further, and then you can go out next year and buy yourself your own little plane. And you can fly to those tropical destinations yourself. And maybe bring a few of us along with you. Yeah.
Yeah, because won't we like to all die in a fiery pit? Yeah, this is what the guy said. He goes, it's just like another little piece, and you can have your pilot's license, at least the written part. All you have to do is the flying part. And I go, it wouldn't bother me, the written part. It is the flying part. I wouldn't mind knowing enough, so if I was going to crash in a really big plane, I could make it even more excited for people by taking over the controls, and we could have a good time going down. But other than that, I don't see me using it to fly. I'm so afraid of heights anyway. I'm like, I won't be killing people in fiery pit going down. Yeah. God. Ugh. Yeah.
So Val, have you ever flown FPV then?
Yes.
and you're scared of heights.
Hmm.
But the FPV experience doesn't freak you out.
No, it doesn't. In fact, when I was in Canada flying with Kim and the guys, all I hear is guys go, send it. And I thought they meant to punch it. So when I first went out, my drone just went really high. It was just really up there, but with the setting of the camera and everything else, I couldn't see anything but sky. I couldn't see the ground. I didn't even know where the hell I was. All I heard is guys screaming, "It's coming back! It's coming back!" And then a bunch of rustling. That's all I heard.
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul, the northbound's coming in from northbound Saginaw. Phantom Hodges wrote that down.
The only thing, Rich, I would like to add to Val's rendition of her flying FPV is, I know for a fact when they said send it and she took off, they all went and hid under trees and in bushes.
Yeah, I kept saying it, run, scatter, because I sent it way high up, and then all I heard is people screaming, "It's going over the highway" or something. I'm like, what? And so I could see, but I couldn't see anything, just sky. So I was trying to turn it around and bring it back. And that's when everyone started screaming. But I didn't hit anybody. I just went right through the trees, turned around, came back. Yeah. Yeah. It was fun. It does worry me about flying without having a really good spotter, because they weren't actually saying, "Hey, Valerie, that's way too high. Let's bring that throttle down." No, they were like, "Oh, whoa."
Those
Never
are good
seen one fly
descriptions.
that high before.
And Val's like, why am I seeing the front end of a Cessna?
You're right. Oh my God.
You know you're too high when the pilot in a small private plane is just going like this.
Right? Take the little
And you're
wings.
really too high when you see an airliner. Then you know you're really too high.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Enterprise has a question.
Yeah.
If I had to send my drone to DJI for repair or replacement with the DJI Care Refresh plan, how much more do they charge you on top of that? I'm just curious.
Well, if it's repair, then they don't charge you per se.
Repair or repair.
Right, but if you want to do the replacement, they charge a base fee, and it's on their website, and they tell you, and I think it depends on what drone you have. They tell you it'll cost X amount to replace it. It's still a fraction of the cost of actually having to go out and buy a whole new drone. But it's, I have DJI Care Refresh, and I have it on all my drones. I've never had to use it, but in Canada we have very limited insurance resources when it comes to insuring our drone products. So I just peace of mind knowing that even if I accidentally, drove it into a swimming pool or into a tree, and as long as I can recover it and send it to them, they're going to look after it. But to answer your question, if you just wish it to be repaired, they will assess it and determine, is it too badly damaged to be repaired? And then they may suggest to you that it needs to be replaced. Then you would pay that replacement fee, and it's small. It's like, I think it's like $35 or $40.
Yeah, I know Philly Young paid 40 for his.
Yeah. And it depends on the drone too. The prices vary a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's still a fraction of the cost of what you'd pay for a whole new one. So yeah.
So Paul.
Paul, it's at Marine City. Phantom Hodges talking to you, Paul.
What are you showing us? Is this a dental problem?
He said, Paul, Phantom Hodges says, Paul, the Saginaw is northbound, and now it's at Marine City.
Okay, that's an hour and a half away.
Okay.
Maybe an hour.
Oh, the dogs are letting me know that there's a parcel at the door.
Good.
Yay! Go get it. Go get it so you can open it.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, hurry up. So we want to see. So Paul, what was that on your TV? Was it a thing for dental work?
Well, that was an advertisement before you went to the video.
Oh, I was like, what we see? Wow, thanks. That makes it worth the cost. Yeah.
You can't get past them damn advertisements, you know?
Mm. So FedEx should be out to deliver.
There's the Saginaw going by Marine City camera.
Okay.
Mm.
Upbound.
I don't know if my mailman went by or not. I haven't seen him at all down the camera yet. So. Hey, Paul, you want to take the name of your channel? Just say hi in the chat for JSK.
Okay.
You want to try and get your channel? Okay, Paul Murray. If you type into YouTube, just type in Paul Murray, Port Huron.
Yeah, make sure you put the Port Huron, because on Paul's channel there's another Paul Murray that's fairly established somewhere, and that's all you find. Is that?
Well, what they do is they put Good Morning Australia up every day on YouTube, and the head guy's name is Paul Murray.
And that's one thing. That's another reason why I hate the fact that they're not letting us just click and go check out a channel, because it makes it easier to know who's in our community and what they're and who they are. And then with Paul, it was always easy to find his channel. So you had to hit the bell if you pick up his channel, or it's going to be difficult to find when he posts. So make sure you guys click that thing that gives you all his notifications.
And I don't post very often.
Yeah, only about 4 or 5 times a day. But I know about every ship now that goes down the canal.
Down the St. Clair River, which is part of the St. Lawrence Seaway.
Wow.
Connects the Atlantic Ocean to the Great Lakes.
No, for Paul, nobody cares.
Val.
It was kind of funny, right? Like that much.
Might have been a little bit funny, but it was a little bit too pointed.
Oops.
You poked him pretty good on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. Oh, just stop, Kim. Oh my God, it just cracks me up. If anybody cares, here's my sad little channel. You have a good channel. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Which channel is that, Val, that he's listed there? Is that his new proctology channel? Or
It might be.
oh, Rich got a package.
Yeah,
Open.
You're on mute, Richard. You're on mute, Richard.
Richard, turn on your sound.
There we go. Okay. I was doing the sexy dance. That's okay. No, never
Oh
mind.
yeah. We understood.
There's what I got. Hang on, let me turn it so you can see it.
Oh, isn't that the cable that
No.
No,
No.
this is USB-C to Lightning.
so that is
Because the
just
new-
one so you can charge your phone?
No, it's for the it'll be used for the Mavic Air 2,
Oh.
because the Mavic Air 2, hopefully I got it right, uses USB-C to whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So so I wanted to get a longer cable, or I can and I haven't found a right angle one, but and I didn't expect this to come in this quickly. So since I want to plug that into my iPhone XR I have, or my iPad, I wanted to get something that goes USB-C and long enough, right? So yeah,
So how is that different from what Roger needs?
Oh, it's the same one.
it's the same, but he needs, yeah, it's the same thing, but I just got mine. I don't understand why Roger hasn't gotten his yet. Like,
I'm
I
just
ordered
saying.
this. I ordered this from Amazon. What? Last week?
Can you look and make sure it doesn't say Roger on your package? Because it's the
Yeah, hang
Canadian
on.
drone pilot instead of the Canadian drone hub.
Yeah. There, I gotta cover the address. Yeah, there we go. Somewhere. There.
Corey Mano says Roger needs a micro USB to Lightning.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God, Roger. Oh my God. Rich got USB type C to Lightning.
Yeah.
I don't know, Roger.
yeah, and I got it in less than a week, along with the little bulbs for my wife's. She has one of these touch lamps
Yeah.
that you just touch it and it comes up a little bit, and then you touch it again, it's brighter and brighter beside the bed.
Okay.
But the bulb went on it, and I couldn't find it locally. And checked on Amazon. You have to get a 5-pack, and I'm going, okay, whatever. And I didn't expect that to come in for like a few weeks, and here it comes in like within days. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Well,
get
Roger
why-
doesn't get it. I think they're boycotting Roger.
I think so.
I think we
so.
should just
Oh,
all
mailman,
order
mailman.
one for Roger and have it sent to his house. And
Mailman's passing
we can bet on whose gets there first.
Yeah, kind of like you remember those old things at the carnival, the dog racing, and you used to figure out which one. You'd use the plunger and put the ball up, and your horse would go across. And,
The mailman's there now.
did he stop?
Yep.
Ooh.
Did he leave something? Furball.
Well, if he stopped, he left something.
Oh. This could be an exciting moment.
This could be the day.
Oh, go see.
No, Roger, you got to put your camera on.
Oh, no. You don't want to see somebody old like me walking down a bloody street.
Yeah, we
I'll be
do.
Get in the car and drive down there, for crying out loud.
He is. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Oh my God. So maybe today's the day.
Roger needs like a fire pole that'll just take him straight there, right?
Yeah, but it's the long climb back. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Going down isn't too bad. It's the coming back up the hill.
We'll see if we hear his car. Yeah, because his car he gets down there in a second, gets out, gets his package, goes by. But we're not going to see any of that.
Well, he doesn't want us to see him dancing a jig out there at the mailbox. That's what's going on.
I know, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see him do that. Darn it. Did Roxy go with him?
I know it's awful quiet.
Did he go on mute?
No,
So Roxy must be with him. Otherwise, he'd be pulling his away. You'd be able to hear Roxy whining. She does not like him leaving ever.
Oh my gosh. Lately, we left on Mother's Day. We drove to Woodstock to drop off some flowers, some baskets of flowers with my daughter, right? For Mother's Day. Of course, we can only, see them through the porch
Right.
door, right? And when we got home, our 3 dogs, it's like we were gone for like a year, right? Especially the black and white one. He's over. He's over here. Baxter, sometimes called Bastard. He was like, and he just starts going and going and going, and you got to calm him down. Like, it's like we left forever,
I know.
and we were only gone for like an hour.
See, dogs need their people.
Mhm.
That's why they do that. Yeah, cats just want you if you feed
Yeah.
them.
well, Mia goes with me everywhere, even to get a haircut. She goes with me.
Oh, is
You
this
don't
good
hear
news? Bad?
excitement.
He doesn't sound excited.
No. You didn't see him dive back into that chair.
It probably ticks him off. He went down and got something for Kim.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go.
That's the wire, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh,
Finally.
I mailed that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
it hasn't refreshed. Oh, there we go. Come on, Roger. Show us that big smile, baby.
Oh, Paul, you put it in there, didn't you?
Oh boy, he taped it up good, huh?
He wrapped it in there, that's for sure.
When they say you're pulling your wire, that one took a long time.
I went over to the UPS store around the corner for me, and they don't open until noon.
Ah,
Noon to 5:30. New hours. It's really close to me, so I'm gonna try and get that package out today.
yeah.
Especially now I know he's
There
got a
it is,
wire.
Roger.
Yay.
I don't have to look for another wire. I can just package that box up and ship it.
I got something for that.
Maracas. Val, shake it, baby.
That's
Oh,
right.
hey, I think, Paul, I
Right,
think this is a
Phantom Hodges?
mana moment.
Yeah, it might be.
No.
At least Bert and Ernie.
He's not in. Phenomena. Oh, Jesus, I did it to myself, for Pete's sakes.
Roger, you're killing us with suspense here.
You have to talk it through so we know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
plugged
he's
it in.
he's taking out the old cable.
You know, those plastic knives that you use to open up parcels is not good, you know.
There you go.
It's all hooked up.
Yay!
Yowza. Say like, what's his name?
Wowzer.
Let the flying begin.
Wowzers.
Philly says wowzer.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Hey, you bet, Roger. You're going to be able to fly now.
Gonna do more updates on it.
Oh God. So tomorrow will be I did my updates and it doesn't work now.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Hey, you're welcome, Roger.
I like Nomad Unbroken's comment here. He says, pulling wire, he's still got it faster than his internet.
Put enough stamps on it, Paul.
Yeah, I stuck a whole bunch of stamps on it because I wanted to make sure it got there. Those are 29-cent stamps, each one of those.
JSK Enterprises just supported your channel, Paul.
Oh, thank you.
Nice, nice, nice.
Thanks, JSK. Yeah, that's my passion. If you go on there, I've got 1,400 and I think 12 or 14 videos on there on YouTube.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
When I got one of those chargers that has a whole bunch of chargers,
Yeah.
and
Multi-charger.
it's you're supposed to be able to plug it into your computer and use it like a hub, right?
Yep.
But then when I got the I got my Stream Deck, it said that it shouldn't be plugged into a hub.
Why?
I don't know. It just said. you
Well,
shouldn't
it
do
might be, Val. Did you get the kind of that has both the higher power and lower power?
that. No, Ken said just get to 2.0. Not the
Because
3.0.
John's on mute, but John, my hub, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that is higher power output. It's like a 2.4 quick charging. Then the other one is 3.0 charging on the other hubs, the other connections.
Yeah, not all little charging hubs are created equal, believe me.
Yep.
You got to get they're expensive to get the ones that really put out like 45 watts or above. It's the wattage that you got to look at and the amperage. They could say they're 3 amps, you know, and they're the lightest thing. I bought some like that, and then when you really tax them, they just burn out.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get super hot. But you got to get like the ones that come with the DJI stuff. They're a little bit longer, white one. They got a little bit of weight to them. Those things work really well.
yeah, because I have like my camera plugged in, my mic plugged in, my what's that thing called? The thing that holds all my data, extra data. And then which one? And then I have my Stream Deck, and now all my portals are taken.
So,
So
that's
I
on your
ordered-
laptop?
Yeah.
So you got to be, or is it a powered hub you have put in there? So is there a separate power source for the hub itself?
Going to the hub. Does your hub plug into your little?
I don't know. It's
Well,
coming today, and I ordered a 2. All the little things are 2.0, and they're supposed to plug into my computer.
Right. So what I'm getting at is the USB port will plug into it. But what you want to get, if you're going to have to charge off it and everything, multiple things, you don't want one cord plugged into your PC into
No,
a
you want
hub
a
and then
powered
bunch of
hub.
things, because you could actually burn out the USB port, the charging part of the USB port on your laptop.
See, my hub val is about like this, and it's got where you plug into the USB, but also it has a really heavy duty plug that plugs into the wall.
Right. So
Provides
now that's
power.
a powered hub.
Yep.
And that has its own power source for the charging part of all that stuff.
Yep.
Because just plugging it into the USB port on your computer or something like that, it's limited to the wattage that it can have. And you can actually, with too many things plugged in, you can actually over wattage it.
So I need something that plugs into the wall and plugs into the computer.
And if anyone's out there can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never done that. Now there's certain, like on my Asus computer, it's actually called you enable it to power something, but you still don't want to put too many things at once trying to charge it. It's called a quick power hub on the side of my Asus laptop. And I actually have to turn that feature on, and it gives it more wattage. Yeah, I still wouldn't want to charge more than one thing on it. But if I plug in, say, my smart controller to charge that from my laptop, it instantly says, you know, hey, no. And I got to use the one that it came with, which is a heavy brick. See the stuff that Paul's showing? I think that's
See how it's got its own power.
Those are pretty good. And if they say they're going to put out 3 amps, they're really going to put out 3 amps.
Yep.
So that isn't expensive, $18.99. That isn't bad.
No, not
right?
bad at all.
But you got to read what it does. Oh, and I actually
And you let me go down to one like this. Okay, here's the same.
Roger has one of them that's pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger had a good one.
Yeah, I got a very long one. Yeah, there you go. That one right there.
So let's read this one. USB hub 3.0 7-port data hub splitter with smart charging port. See how it says one smart charging port.
See, it's on the end of it down there.
They might all charge, but one of them's a smart port. Adapter USB for Mac.
Yeah, Rutland, that'd be if I don't want to lose any of my ports.
So the USB, the 3.0 is the actual. Stop moving it, Paul. is the actual type of USB it is. There's USB 1.1, you know how they went up on all the different ones. So that is for data. And then it says syncing data smart charging port. Besides 7 super USB, the USB 3 splitter offers a charging dedicated port. Only one of them. The rest might charge it, but see how it says 5-volt, 4-amp power adapter?
Yeah.
And provide charging power up to 2.4 amps. So there's only one of them, it sounds like, that is a 2.4 amp. It's this one on the bottom. See, it's actually a different connection in the end of it.
Uh-huh.
See that? So what you would want to get, this one's good and all, but you only have that one port to really charge something significant with.
Something that's going to draw a lot of power.
Like anything above an iPhone 8 Plus really draws a lot of power. So they actually have ones that'll actually have, like three ports on it that you can charge from. And it'll say, it's heavy duty, but they're going to cost a little bit more money.
That's what Roger has.
Right.
He
so-
has a couple of the really strong charging ports.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
And then the
saw
other
his.
is normal.
If
I got
Paul
three of
goes-
them. Three ports are charging.
Yeah, if you go back, Paul, you'll see that Rogers, I think, was actually there, or one very similar. Man, it's pouring out here now. It's just terrible.
Eh,
Still need to
mean-
watch out. It can burn your USB port on your
Pouring
computer.
so hard that it's actually hard to hear you guys in here.
Wow.
Yeah, see, those start getting expensive for me.
65 watt powered. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's a little different. That one will actually charge a laptop because it's a 20 volt. See where it says includes power adapter, 20 volt, 3.2, safe for high speed syncing, compact size, convenient, USB 3.1, 3.0, 2.0 compatible, Mac,
Bye, Tim.
measures 5.6 inches, 3 fast charging ports up to 2.4 amps with 1.2 compliant devices that can be also used to transfer data. The rest of the 7 ports provide a maximum of 900 milliamp ports. So that'll charge stuff, but you can see the first 3 are different.
Right. Oh, man. Because I have to try to decide what I don't need plugged in.
LEDs are the indicator of USB connection. LED does not turn on when hub is charging portable charger or external battery.
You could get that by Saturday, pal.
I know, but I got to
Still, there
spend
might be a-
$23 to do it.
There
You know,
might
if
be-
I hadn't ordered my Stream Deck and my thing from my phone,
right
yeah,
there, see that?
but-
See the Anchor,
Right
40
here?
watt, 4
Yes.
port USB, full
Yeah.
plug. You got to read the actual chart on that. I bought a couple of these, and they wound up. I burnt them out by charging 2
oh,
iPhone
yeah.
10s and an iPad Mini. Went south.
Oh. See, I have something in my room that's a wall charger and has all the different ports. And I've been charging my phones and my iPad and all that and my watch from that. But now I just need some extra hubs.
Well, if you
And
just need
my-
extra hubs, the one that's coming is going to be fine.
Yeah,
I
okay.
just wouldn't charge anything heavy duty on it.
Okay.
ITC,
Basically, I just need it to connect to my computer, not so much charge, right?
right?
Connect stuff to my computer. So,
TCM
Oh,
says
roll-
he's got to run.
Roland said the same
Yeah.
thing I did.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock noon.
is it?
Yep.
Yeah, time flies when we're having fun.
Wow,
Wow.
that store
I know
will
I
be
still
open.
got 22 people, but guys, I really do have to go though.
Remember to hit that like button
Yeah.
Good.
before you go.
And Roger, you'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock. Is
Hi,
that
Roland.
right?
No,
Thanks
no,
for your
I'm not
help.
on tonight. I'm not
David,
on anymore
bye.
Monday nights.
Oh, Paul, I saw
Yeah.
you guys were on instead of those guys last night,
Yeah, well, we were on those guys.
and then they turned it over to you or something.
No, Lawrence switched off and turned it over to Sean, Geek Savannah.
Oh,
we,
no
were on,
kidding.
we were on with him for a while.
I saw just the tail end, and you guys all left as soon as I set up my laptop at home, and all of a sudden you guys were gone. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Bye, 3X Jones.
Bye, bye everybody. in the
Hi,
chat.
everybody in the chat.
Bye bye, everybody.